Power outage. No. All right, we're good. We're in the room after 5 hours of technical rewiring and doohickery. We are recording. And
technically only 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Well, it felt like 5 hours and 55 minutes. So we're currently having to use Roll20 and TalkBox instead of Google Hangouts because technology, right?
Ain't it grand?
So, yes, so we're not seeing any video on the recording machine because we're not pushing our luck, but we can kind of see each other, or at least I can see Lockhart and Lindsay, and a little icon where things should be.
The thing is looking so awesome today that he decided not to show everybody for fear of...
He looks like a picture of a webcam to me.
We've apparently learned that pushing our luck messes everything up horribly again.
Thank you,
I trimmed the beard.
He is there. We're all good. So, Linz, did you want a beer now?
No.
No?
I can't. I have a headache and I have tablets in my...
Do you want 5 beers?
5 beers would help the headache.
I really don't want me gaming with...
On 5 beers?
And beer.
Tequila?
I've already been offered tequila once tonight.
Would you like to get high?
Will you miss that part of the conversation thing?
Would you like to get small?
Yeah.
I want to get rotund.
I'll be right back.
Oh, where's it going? Where's it going? I got my recap now to do. Where we last left off.
Drink now, apparently.
Now if I can just sign into my Google account with this thing.
Hurry up. People are waiting for you.
I'm coming.
Lockhart was just about to start.
I suppose it's he just launched the recording preemptively while we had things all together so that horrible, tempting fate stuff didn't happen.
Like, that too.
I don't know what's been going on with our tech this week.
Well, we got most of ourselves working on Roll20. I don't know what it is with my connection and not randomly hearing people when they enter into Roll20. I don't know. That's something on my end, but a refresh seems to work.
Yeah, I've been having phone connection text issues all week, like bad ones. So I don't know.
I'm back. Hold on. Headsets.
Oh.
I'm here. I have a bottle of my secret shame. It's all good.
Calm down.
Excellent.
Please.
So,
calm down.
when we... Ooh. That's fancy.
Fancy.
So, when we last left off, we'd had the epic shopping session in Magnamar that actually was previous stuff. Anyway, you were in Magnamar, you talked to your friends and co-workers and bosses and all those other sorts of people. You'd gotten more side quests, which are now in your journal.
Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, that was very good, look. Thank you.
I did that, but now, of course, people are going to complain more that's even more like a procedural type RPG.
No, that was purely so I needed that as a way of...
Oh, no,
I did too, because I was losing touch with the side quests quite badly. I'd totally forgotten what we were doing.
I'm going to print it out. I meant to do it earlier, but I got sidetracked.
I'm quite happy to do them, and it'll kind of be updated as we go along. So yes.
I'm going to include it in my story notes folder that I've been keeping off and on. Sometimes more off and on.
And of course, now that letters are being sent, it's the true Misaki Chronicles or whatever. The
true Chronicles.
Tengu Chronicles now at this point.
The Tengu Chronicles.
Treacle and Friends. Treacle and Friends Adventure Hour.
Yay.
Oh, lovely. So you guys were left for Kaer Maga, where you believe the next shard is hidden. You got passage on the Lucky Jenny, a barge with a magical paddle wheel, which was captained by a halfling named Othlo Janky and his crew of slightly skittish former Corvosan slave halflings.
Nefarious halflings.
They were a bit nefarious, weren't they? Although
you live your life as a slave and you get freedom, you're a little suspicious of big peoples.
We found we're suspicious also, I think.
Yes. but they warmed up enough to treacle. And a few days in, you caught sight of some strange chariot occasionally being nearby you on the road or the side or randomly in the middle of the marsh. And then after or just below heading into one of the lakes along the route of the river, you were attacked by the Sorebacks, a tribe of boggards.
Pretty sore now, as I recall.
Indeed. You defeated them and tied up the ones that were alive. You looted items from the leader, and had at least one who you were talking to briefly, and I guess you got something of a satisfactory answer. Mostly, you were asking him about the Pathfinder belt that the chieftain was wearing and what had happened to this Pathfinder. And it sounded like he had escaped their prison, which was probably just a big hole in the ground because they're boggards. However, as you kind of get back into inspecting your tents, give me perception checks.
I'm kind of a bit terrified to touch my computer.
27.
That's fair enough.
Thing
has rolled a 9.
I know, but I want him to tell me he's rolled a 9.
Ah.
Thing.
No.
What?
Hello.
There
5.
you are.
Ah.
You rolled a 9. Say 9.
9?
What happened? Yeah. It's 5 plus 1.
9.
Plus
Never mind. It didn't scroll down.
Where did you go?
Apparently, I muted my headset.
Don't scare us like that, please. Lindsay, what did you get?
I was trying to find it. Sorry.
That's okay, no.
That's
It's okay. We just... It's squawky.
28.
So,
28.
Miramore and Treacle all notice as you kind of head back into your camp, and some of you perhaps consider at least resting comfortably for a bit, if not heading back to sleep, that your backpacks, your bedrolls, your hammock, well, it might be hard to see in a hammock, but Treacle's perception is just that good. It looks as though someone kind of stirred through them while you were in combat.
Little bastards.
Huh. Any tracking skills? Might I roll survival?
It's probably one of the little crapheads from the boat.
Maybe.
Look, the perception, it would be survival if you were trying to track it, but perception is able to reveal, partly because you are somewhat in a swamp, so it depresses even slightly. Very small type of feet, possibly clawed, vaguely humanoid though. Very small.
Clawed feet.
Yes.
Well, it's not me.
So it's not the halflings from the boat.
Smaller than a halfling, much smaller.
Oh.
Do we have a direction?
A direction?
Or is it hiding around here?
It's hard to say. It actually doesn't look like it was walking around, almost like it was jumping possibly, or maybe flying from place to place.
Like a little flying suzerain or something?
It's a Voloi.
Possible that it might be an imp footprint or something.
I only know that word because I was one.
Is it Voloi?
Is it because I was Voloi?
Yeah, I like that. See, there's talk about wanting a Rollmaster game. So if it's an...
Did I'll just freeze?
imp, it's
Yes,
probably a bit-
Lindsay, please. Okay, you're back. Sorry. You guys froze there for a moment.
Sorry,
What did you say, Hal?
we're talking about imp. We're talking about imp
Yes,
footsteps.
So you're asking me a
Do we think
question?
it could be an imp? Could it be an... Is it an imp?
It could be. It's
So it could be anywhere then, because it's probably invisible.
indeed.
If it's an imp.
Indeed, that is very likely.
Gary, do we have anything now to deal with invisible imps? Fireball?
We might have a scroll. But that's, radius around me.
You just get blown away by a hurricane there, Gary.
It sounded like one, didn't it?
He was tackled by the imp. It's come out of the game.
He only has a finite amount of wife time left on the laptop. He got wife tackled.
Woof.
I am looking for my notes.
Oh, he's far from his computer, I feel. And apparently he's turned into the Count from Sesame Street.
I will say, Treacle or Nearmore, with their perception, do not currently hear any sounds of, say, flapping wings where there's no visible object or something like that.
Okay.
Is anything missing that we can see?
No, not in particular. Just looks like someone was rooting around, perhaps looking for something.
That's not good.
No.
It doesn't look like they were able to get far. It's mostly like a few open pockets on a backpack, as opposed to the whole thing tore out. But it's like an open pocket and a few things pulled out of it type thing.
I guess we didn't fight that long, really, did we?
No.
Like,
Well,
for
but you also did take the time to tie them up and talk to them. But still,
True.
probably not much more than 15 minutes to a half hour at the most. But
Yes.
It's funny, you spend like ages fighting, and then when you work it out, it's something like
18 seconds or something.
it was probably maybe about 15 minutes or something for you. And it does look like it was perhaps flitting between a few different sites. As you kind of look around, none of the halflings' gear seems to be molested in such a way.
So we've got some sort of flying golden chariot paralleling us from Magnamar. Somebody's invisible searching our gear.
somebody called a hit on our stuff.
Yeah, right.
Little
We
horrible.
need to start putting mouse traps in some of the empty pockets.
That would be awesome.
I'm thinking the Aspis or the Suzerain.
Well, I guess we just need to get through the night and get back on the boat and keep a closer eye on our stuff.
I'll do that.
Hey, Thing, do you have any spells for, like, keeping, like, pockets under guard and stuff?
Stuff in trees. Little-
Like, I don't know, fire runes or something delicate like that.
Fire trap.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a fire burn.
I could burning hand your pockets.
No, please don't do that.
I think, unfortunately, as fun a spell as it is, fire trap is a druid only, maybe?
Is what? Druid only? Is it Druid only?
I don't know. I never hear of anyone using it. I know it's on the druid list.
The fire burn.
We could do the snake sigil
Well, if we had that, yeah.
on every pocket.
Oh wow. It's druid to sorcerer wizard 4.
Yeah, I knew it was high level for the sorcerer wizard.
Okay. So,
And Oracle nothing.
unless there's anything else you particularly want to do or question about the boggard,
I think we did most of that, didn't we?
I believe.
Yeah, we were kind of finishing up pretty quickly, and
Yeah. I think we'd quizzed quite a bit.
They said they didn't have any prisoners and you believed them.
Well, what else can you
Why
do?
would somebody lie to us?
Yeah, right?
We're so honest with everybody else. Why would somebody lie to us? Not compute.
Well, we got their fancy necklace and their belt, so I guess we can move on to Kaer Maga on our next exciting challenge.
The halflings each kind of pull out a separate little trinket to give to Treacle. For two of them, they're like just small little charms off a bracelet or something. The other one is a very shiny, polished stone that has a mug carved into it. Their own little personal good luck charms. They all present them to Misaki, having seen her impressive work, especially regarding the one bogger that just like was retroactively ripped out of time and space.
I've seen this. I think you're probably married to them all now.
Oh crap.
Polygamy's fine.
Basically, they're saying it's kind of like you were the good luck for them tonight, so they're passing it on to you, type thing.
Oh, thank you. I'll put them on like whatever
Check magic.
kind of leather thong I've got on.
You're just wearing a leather thong.
She's quite the bird.
Word people.
It's the word.
I'll give them some very precious feathers of mine from underneath my wing. I don't know.
Ooh, they're
They're
very impressed
the
with
high
this.
feathers. They make very good quills.
Halflings like good luck charms and stuff, don't they?
Oh yes, of course.
They're very kind of look oriented.
Aren't they cannibals too?
That's in Athos. Thankfully, we're not there.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Different setting. Different setting.
I thought there was like the Mwangi Expanse ones that ride dinosaurs and
Yeah, that's
people or
cool.
something.
I don't. Riding dinosaurs was an Eberron thing.
Okay,
I don't think they ride dinosaurs in Pathfinder.
that's good.
Or
They
do
did.
they?
They would be awesome. I would therefore be playing one of them.
It's like I say that, yet I'm pretty sure in Jade Regent I had a halfling or a gnome riding a T-Rex just randomly as an encounter.
Just because you could.
Yeah.
Well, aren't birds basically dinosaurs?
Or is it dinosaurs basically birds?
Pick your next words very carefully, Gary. Unless you want to be roasted.
She doesn't want to be a dinosaur.
And who needs healing?
The halflings are very impressed with the feathers. Two of them kind of figure out a way to stick them right into their hair. The other one says he needs to kind of figure out a way. He probably make some sort of necklace out of it or something as a centerpiece.
They will probably be quite good at quill as well, I like it.
You get the impression they're probably going to make more some sort of good luck charm out of them.
They're going to wear them.
That's cool. I would.
You were.
I was. I was just
All right.
5 seconds before.
So, otherwise, the theorists.
Check that they weren't magical and I haven't just become like their crawl or something.
Are you having Gary detect magic on them?
I've roleplayed for long enough not to fall into things that easily.
Even if she doesn't have me detect magic, I'm detecting magic on them.
No better.
Good work there, Gary. Well, good way to be paranoid.
I suppose if I wanted to be really nice, I could have made one with an actual luck stone, but no, they're just mundane trinkets.
I trust.
But while the stone is more of a good luck thing of, say, a follower of Cade and Kaelin, the other one, the other two are particular halfling ones and might be some sort of significance or be useful in dealing with halflings, a trade or something like that.
Oh.
Thank you. Are the crew going to develop names? Or are they just like thing 1 and thing 2?
Thing 1 and thing 2.
That'll be confusing.
We could have them develop names.
I just wondered.
Mhm.
But it's probably easier just to have them as 1 and 2 and
Yes.
Have they considered the life of a follower?
They're quite happy.
yeah, they're following things.
Yeah.
Also, I guess technically you could have a few of them. They're actually experts level 2, so they're not just common, not just level 1 characters.
Give me one moment while I go and beat up the dog.
I'm just kicking myself for not getting some anti-undead magics.
We don't really have any clerically powers at all in the party, do we, right now?
Nope, not like tourney powers.
I guess we've got the powers of beating the crap out of stuff.
Yeah.
It's true.
But I mean, we are missing a cleric. Maybe Brunts can take a level of cleric.
And Paladin and Batman.
I'm pretty sure Brooms does not have the wisdom to take a level of cleric or the charisma.
I don't think you need a minimum wisdom, do you? Ooh,
Cast spells.
Oh yeah, well, he can take
Just
a
to
level.
be an effective
Oh,
cleric.
that's exactly, yeah, that's right. It's exactly what a stupid cleric would do, right? It's so wise he becomes a cleric but just can't cast the magic. You just take that and follow your mummy. She's following you.
Should we just small talk until Linz can get back and hear
I
herself?
think she may be around somewhere. I think she went and got a treat for the dog, gave it to me to give to the dog, and then the dog took it off me and went and followed Lindsay.
The dog knows the keeper of the treats.
The dog likes her mummy better than me.
Well, taste and all.
Yeah, I was just getting my notepad.
Okay.
Oh.
So, you continue on the rest of your journey through the various odd, small villages on the Yonabakari River.
Time and space?
We
You
should probably keep an extra eye out for the shiny chariot and invisible people.
Treacle and Miramore see it a couple more times, but after within 2 days of the encounter with the Sorbacks, it's not seen again. So you continue until
We need to get in front of it and ambush them.
It always did seem to be capable of going faster than you. In any
It
event,
was trying to keep pace with us then.
So we need to get their transportation.
We need to fly.
Yeah, we're getting to a point where flying is becoming an option.
Oh, wait. Well, I can, because I'm a...
get the
Well,
giant eagles.
That's right.
No, we'll walk to Mount Doom.
If we were like real characters rather than just weird secondary characters, we'd probably be able to fly by now.
Hey, I'm no secondary... Well, actually, I am.
You know what I mean? Actually, you're probably the only prime role character we've got, aren't you?
I don't know.
Like a traditional, like, straightforward core character type thing. Because I'm like a traditional fifth kind of character, like a bard, and Thing's an oracle, which makes him like an eighth stringer.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, Oracle's fine.
I was kidding.
You guys still wouldn't be able to have a long-term way of flight.
No, I
It's-
guess.
it's
Well,
high levels.
no. Yeah, it is.
Not unless we beat up some rich people and stole their carpets and cloaks. And
I don't know. If we had a wizard, he'd have fly by now.
And which would last a few minutes a level.
I have
Yeah,
fly.
I guess
I can
that's
make
true.
us fly for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't last that long, does it?
I can make everybody fly. We just have to go to the top of a very tall...
We'll be flying straight down.
How'd you
Uh,
figured out how I work so fast?
all right, so another week or so, and the Lucky Jenny finally arrives at the bottom of the great cataracts that come pouring down the Storville Rise, a 1,000-foot tall cliff face that slices Verigia nearly in half and separates the fertile lowlands from the rough and craggy Storval Plateau. Othlo and his crew can go no further. The barge moors up to one of the piers alongside several ships that have traveled up the Yonabakari to visit Kaer Maga. You can see that most of the travelers are heading east, taking what appears to be a very long, steep road that probably heads straight up a rather difficult climb some distance into the Storval Plateau before eventually returning around into Kaer Maga.
That sounds far too safe for us.
What? Is that
You
not
also-
the, is that not
You
the route
also
we should be
see a
taking?
smaller, less traveled road that breaks away and trails northeast along the bottom of the rise and goes basically straight towards the cliff itself.
So do we take the high road or the low road?
Well, it's up to you guys. Personally, myself, I like taking the Halflight Path, he says, pointing towards the way going towards the cliff. Once you get there, you just talk to the Dusk Wardens, and they take you up the stairs straight into the city itself.
Cool.
The other way, I mean, that could take you a couple of weeks to finish the whole route.
Couple of weeks. Why is everyone going? Why is everyone going that way if this was so much quicker?
Well, I mean, there is a price for going up the gate.
Which is?
I don't know. I've never
Chin
been
chin.
people like you. They tend to charge people who look like they can take care of themselves a lot less than merchants.
Huh. Is it worth going and asking before we take 2 weeks to get round?
Sure.
Let's go, Gary. Best smile.
All right. Nice seeing you guys.
Thanks, creepy guy who we met on the street.
Double check all our, that we got all our
was Othlo
stuff off the
Jenkins,
boat.
Your
Did he
captain.
sound like that? Did we talk to him last week?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that voice didn't sound familiar. Okay. Thanks, Othlo. Thanks for the trip.
No
Have a-
problem.
Have a
I'm heading
happy
back to
trip
Magnamar
back.
myself here.
Have fun.
Bye, halfling.
Maybe you guys stay here long enough. I'll catch you on the way back.
Bye, halfling friends.
Bye, Miss Treacle. The rest of the halflings wave their goodbyes to Treacle as well.
You always make good friends.
Trickle Masaki.
I'm in game.
And then they immediately, you see that the enchanted paddle wheel pulls them in reverse and then moves them with the current back down towards Magnamar.
Well, no more halfling breakfast for a while.
Do we have a... What time of day is it?
It'll be maybe midday or so. Maybe a couple hours before.
That sounds too early for Dusk Wardens and a Halflight Path.
Well, should we head that way and see?
Sure. Probably bores into the straight ancient tunnels under the city where evil mind flayers and things live.
Cool, let's go.
Now, of course there's no mind flayers here. They're protected by Wizards copyright, so they can't be in the Pathfinder world.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's
Neolithid.
right.
The Neolithids.
No, we can't have any of that. We can't have any of them. They don't exist in Pathfinder. Which is weird. There's certain things like beholders don't either, do they?
No.
And
But you can get around that with Eye Tyrants.
Yeah, there's Eye Tyrant, but nobody's made an Illithid, have they?
That's a bit harder because pretty much
They're very specific.
Yeah.
Squid Man.
Cthulhu Light.
But
Right.
Bird person?
Bird person, no. Illithids are cool, though. I like
Harvey
Illithids.
Birdman.
Harvey Birdman.
I like being a bird.
Well, Wizards does have one copyright bird person, the Kenku, is what they had, which is very, very similar to what Tengu are in Pathfinder.
Well, Tengu are actually proper... Kenku. Kenku are also, like, mythically beasts, aren't they?
I believe so.
Can they actually copyright that?
I don't know, but they've kept them as a race and they haven't been used elsewhere by third parties, so...
Huh.
If you can copyright or trademark candy in a game,
Yeah, that's very
Oh,
true.
Well, just
Actually,
because
Kenkus have a basis in Japanese mythology as Kasaru Tengu. So they're a type of Tengu.
Anyway, so
Yes.
you guys head towards the Halflight Path?
Yes.
indeed.
All right. It's a few miles, so it takes you an hour or so maybe to walk there.
Sure. Speaking about these slowpokes.
Yeah, I was going to say Nearmore just jogs all the way ahead and is there in like 10 minutes.
Runs back. Sits around again.
It's such a show off.
What can I say?
We need to lash a cart to him, or a chariot.
Or we could lash him.
I'm not quite twice as fast as you yet, but I will be pretty soon.
Nobody likes a show off.
Hey, if my only benefit is I can move fast, that's pretty crappy.
Hey, some ladies appreciate staying power.
Have you got staying power, Gary?
Well, if you're twice as fast as me, I'm sure I do.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the small talk they make on the walk there. So eventually.
How do you think I got these friction burns?
Masturbating?
Ew! Girl listening. Hen. I'm a hen.
There's a hen listening.
I'm a hen.
There's a hen.
I think of what a girl. I kept wanting to say.
Brunsk listens intensely to this conversation to better learn common.
That's a good idea, bro.
Masturbating. Masturbating is what kind of activity? Yes.
It's where you tease Gary because you're baiting your master. You tease Gary and you're baiting your master.
Is good. It makes sense. Yes.
You got to teach him Thessalonian so he can read that book, which should be recharged by now, shouldn't it?
What was that, by week?
It's a month, I think.
Yeah, it's once a month, and we spent, 3-4 weeks in
You spent 3
Magnamar.
in Magnamar. You spent 2 weeks
journey.
there. So, yes, during that second week on the river, someone could have read it, I imagine.
Birds can't read.
Well, they can't. What does it give you? Int.
Yeah, +1 int.
Yeah, it was good for me because it took me from minus to a 0, which was great.
I
So
think you have to be
Miramar-
able to read Thessalonian, don't you?
Did I read it? No, I don't think I read. Did I read it?
It's going to make me actually look it up.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I was just reading.
There was a book written by Sorshin that you found.
That was it.
Yeah, and I think it was explicitly in Thessalonian, if I remember right.
Did I read it?
I can speak that.
Because I can't speak Thessalonian.
Oh, no.
I probably helped you.
Yeah, maybe. Or we fudged that one quite badly because, you know.
I went through it first and put little post-its of what each word was above it.
You translated it for me.
Because I'm awesome.
What languages does Niramor speak?
Common, Celestial, and TN.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it would have necessarily been Thessalonian.
It might not have
Possibly
been in any of those.
Draconic.
No.
In any event, yes. I don't believe it could have.
Are you taking away my int point?
I guess so.
Did I actually read it? I can't.
I think you were the one that was going to read it first because you could benefit from it.
So
From
my
the single
my
point.
int is set to 10 on my character sheet. So did I read it or did I not?
I don't know. I can't.
And if I did, which skills did I gain?
'Cause I remember you being at an odd number because you said you could get an advantage.
We will leave it as is, but next level you'll have a skill point penalty to sink a point to linguistics, shall we say.
That seems fair. I will sink a point to linguistics.
That was very nice of you.
That's good. I'll retroactively look. There you go. That makes sense. I read the book and as a result learned Thessalonian.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So I guess if birds can't read, I'll be the next to read it.
I don't know. I have better things to do with my time than to read the book.
You can read it. What's your int, babe?
Clearly not intelligent enough to know when I'm using them, probably. 14, currently 16.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, because you got the shard boosted in it.
So what's yours? Yours even too thing.
Yeah, 14.
So either of you should read. It won't matter which one reads it, right?
Yeah, you probably need it more than me, Gary.
Probably true.
That's true. I don't have a shard.
Okay, so Gary reads it then, and then you arrive, and then you go to the gate. Yes?
Yes.
It is.
Okay. So you make your way, and you see that there is a door in the foot of the Storeville Rise. Yep, the trail from the pier terminates in an open field nestled up against the cliff face. There are several corrals, hitching posts, and other amenities that stand in a rough circle, and a small group of traveling merchants that sit queued up in a line at the clearing's edge. In the center of the clearing, a huge set of bronze double doors stands embedded in the rock face, the portals embossed with strange runes. None of you recognize the language of the runes.
Even me.
Not even Treacle.
Can you roll linguistics to try and figure out what language it is?
She can certainly try.
At least
must be
she
a
might not be able to
pre-Thessalonian
read it. She
dialect.
might have a good idea. Because I know you're decent at linguistics, are you not?
Linguistic.
Being a bird and all. You get big
Can I try linguistics? I'm not as good as. Oh, jeez.
35! Actually, you just learned 5 more languages, because this is a root of every other one.
No one in the world speaks this, but you
I
do,
just
apparently.
learned Latin.
Treacle looks at it, and honestly, the runes are in no known language or root that she can think of. Once again,
Still get it.
it comes to your mind that this is basically one of the oldest settlements in all of the world, more or less.
Wow.
And furthermore, while looking at the runes, Treacle notices that the gate itself, though it looks in simple construction, it kind of almost gives you a headache looking at it too long, because it kind of plays tricks on your eyes. The gate's edges subtly twist and warp, so that while all the edges seem straight and simple, anyone attempting to follow one with the eyes or fingers finds yourself somehow at a different one, the outer edge becoming the inner one without seeming to twist, and so on.
Cool. So when I cast Detect Magic on it, how long do I go blind for?
No,
You
no,
put
you
yourself
don't.
out of the game thing after the adventures of trying to get you in it.
You do not detect any magic from it.
I mean, one sec. I can still hear you.
It's clearly not a magical thing, can't you tell?
Standing next to the door is a small knot of authoritative-looking figures, carrying weapons and wearing light armor. All are dressed in brown and gray uniforms with the sigil on the right breast, a golden arch against a midnight blue background.
Ah, you must be the Dusk Wardens.
Indeed, sir. Please, if you would step to the back of the line.
Well. Right. How big's the line?
It's not large, but there's still maybe, roughly 20 or so people in various caravans of sizes there.
Arrow fodder.
So if you make your way back there, you wait for a few minutes and you can see some of the Dusk Wardens converse and a few of them point towards you. And eventually one of them approaches you. He's human. He looks to be about 30 years old. He has a thick brown beard and hard but handsome features. And if I can get my handout working.
Ooh, handout.
There.
Abra Lapati.
So it's Ewan McGregor.
Yes. Hello there. Hello. My name is Abra Lopati. I'm one of the Dusk Wardens. He reaches forward, offering his hand to shake.
Hi, Gary the Elf. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Hello, I am Bruce. Gary the Elf is my master, whom I must beat sometime. Yes.
But they only do it when no one's looking. Hi, I'm Niramo. Nice to meet you.
I'm Misaki, and who are you? I didn't see. I had my eyes closed.
He's the guy that's appeared on the screen.
Yes. His name is Abra Lopati. I just want to say that you folks look like you're able to pull your weight, and if you'd like, we can let you go straight to the front of the line and go with the next group going forward.
That's the line to Magnamar. Kaer Maga.
Are we allowed to? Everybody else might beat us up.
I doubt any of these merchant tubs of lard would have a chance against you guys.
So, do we know anything about this path from like history or folklore or anything like that?
Knowledge, geography?
Not mine. Gary the Elf?
Just a second, gotta figure out which macro is equivalent to that. I have too many knowledges.
I can do that as well, I believe.
I'm just looking at it from a term of how dangerous is this way.
Oh no, I don't have geography.
Gary the Elf.
Local might as well. Knowledge local might be applicable as well.
20 on geography. The local I've got better.
Local, I have 11.
25.
30 on local for me.
Hey.
So, Treacle and Gary,
Banana tree.
you know that basically underneath Kaer Maga is the whole cliff is just filled with a whole bunch of tunnels and dungeons and a whole bunch of other things. The Halflight Path is a part of this extensive dungeon complex that has been carefully bricked up in order to create a single passageway usable by merchants and travelers. It is maintained by the Dusk Wardens, and basically it goes in as straight up a path as it can, and emerges near the city entrance through what is called the Meat Gate.
Meat gate.
Yes.
It's not a disturbing sounding name or anything.
Meat is in flesh, or meat is in meat people?
MEAT.
Lovely.
Quite possibly called that because for cattle or livestock coming from below the plateau, this would be the easiest thing instead of having to spend several days keeping them fed and stuff and taking the longer path.
So why do we get in there for cheaper if we're not merchants?
Because we can defend the merchants?
I don't know. Are we working for our passage? Is that the idea?
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but the simple fact is the Dusk Wardens work as we can to maintain the passageway. We will charge 2 gold pieces each. It is the minimum we can offer because we do have upkeep costs.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly there are rules and there are the occasional skirmishes. But we will offer what protection we can, and of course we hope that you pull your own weight as well. And clearly you would if your life is at risk.
That's fair. We just want to know what we're getting into before we go.
Oh no. I won't lie, if you want to go the safe route, well, you better pack a few days' rations and get yourself a horse. But for the most part, there are few casualties a week.
So if this path is bricked up, what kind of things do we expect to find in here if we expect this skirmish?
Well, we keep it bricked up when we can, but the simple fact is there are things underneath Kaer Maga that are capable of breaking through those walls.
Such as?
All sorts. Could be some ancient mechanical construct from the Thassalon times. Could be some creature from the Darklands working their way up. Could be someone from the Dark Keep, the horrible undead there. It's, well, I wouldn't want to say too much. The Dark Rider does reside within this place, and, well, some Dusk Wardens have fallen. As he kind of mentions and says that, there's a very real look of sadness on his face.
Huh.
Dark.
Okay, so I guess...
Is that some local
when
myth
are
or
we
legend?
leaving?
That can be a very easy knowledge local. Like even untrained knowledge local, if you wish. So I imagine you guys are just going to get this automatically.
Sure.
The Dark Rider is...
Kind of worries me that you're looking at a book about this thing. Kind of worries me that he's written up in a book.
We have Ranger campaign settings and all that. Is a creature of the... well, actually, no, he's much more than that. In Vraja, he's known as the Dark Rider. In Ustalav, he's the Black Huntsman. To the Orcs of Belkzen, he's the Hound Master. He is Lord of the Dark Forest, which is some sort of realm that is believed to lie underneath Kaer Maga. Yeah. They say that roughly once a year, on a cold, moonless night, this headless rider goes riding through the forests with his baying pack of shadowy hounds. No one knows what criteria the Dullahan chooses his victims, but the hunt never ceases until the rider reaches his quarry and calls the mortal's name, after which he slays his prey, sometimes adding the victim to his hunting pack.
What's a Dullahan?
Hmm?
What's a Dullahan?
Did I say Dullahan?
Yes.
The Dullahan. No one knows the criteria the Dullahan uses to select his...
Oh,
Is
yes.
that a type? Is that a type?
Dullahan, it's, yeah, basically it's like headless horseman type thing.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Headless Horseman in the dark. Sounds perfect.
I knew there was a reason I read Legend of Sleepy Hollow again.
Right? So we need pikes to knock him off his horse, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this thing. When do we leave, Mr. Poster Pants, or whatever you're called?
Lapati.
Yeah. Mr. Lapotti.
I don't know. Lopati, however you want to say it,
Lapati?
I guess.
Hmm.
I don't.
Abra.
And
Just,
how long is the ascent usually, if all goes well?
I don't think it's more than a couple hours.
Good.
Yeah.
So we'll just run into everything that gave us trouble in the last module, right?
All the things we left alive, you mean?
So, two gold pieces. He charges each of you.
Okay, you can have 2 gold pieces from me.
I'll
Gary?
pay for me and Brunsk.
Okay.
You good with that, Masaki? Do you have money left?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. I know we spent
I'll
quite.
be talking,
Sorry, treacle sake.
but I can't correct you out of in-game
Sorry.
because
Do I think?
Wait,
you're
do we know her
Misaki?
as Treacle now, or I thought we still knew her as Misaki?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
He's gonna be like, I've decided I'm gonna go by a new name. It's a Tengu thing.
Has the audio gone really buzzy for anyone else?
No, it's good
It's
for me.
intermittent for me.
I have no buzzing.
Seems fine this end.
It's getting a little staticky and buzzy for me.
I have my fan on. I can turn it off.
Well,
It's 'cause
no. It's just for it's for whenever anyone else talks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like there's a gain problem or something on the.
Hmm.
I'm getting, but
No, it seems fine my end.
I haven't had any
I'll
audio issues.
I'll keep going on, but if it gets really bad, I might restart my end and see if that helps.
Restart.
his end.
Okay, let's go.
But yes,
People-
he brings you forward.
Hmm.
He pulls out as well another merchant. There is a fat-looking merchant with a rather large handcart, as well as 2 strapping, but a little dim-looking, let's be honest, sons. He introduces himself somewhat importantly as Bolgar Grum, and sons Tugus and Marl.
Fulgar?
Bolgar.
First
Hold
sun call.
Like, what is the first song called? It sounded like Tuggis.
Tugus.
I heard Tugget.
I heard Tuggis.
Tugus.
Yeah, it is
Tugus
Tuggis.
Grum.
Tugus.
And Marl Grum.
Tuggus Grum. It goes well with Brunsk and his masturbating.
Are they Roman? Tugus and
Thuggis.
Yeah, it's a good thing there was no mention of tugging to Brun's query, otherwise there might be an incident here.
An incident. Yes, let's not have any tugging.
Aber kind of pulls you aside as the other desk wardens begin to unlock the twisted door, and he kind of basically goes through a few rules as he hands each of you a small crystal on a leather thong. He calls them Halflight charms. Each of them glows as bright as a torch. And he says that in case of emergencies, or if you have become separated, you can use it to hold on to the crystal and call for help, and other nearby desk wardens will be notified. You are, of course, expected.
It's so they know where to come and pick up the body, isn't it?
You are expected to give them back at the end, of course. Once you pass through the twisted door, there will be no talking unless absolutely necessary, and absolute silence when I signal for it.
God, it's just like a school trip.
And everyone has to hold hands.
Bolgar, basically you heard he was charged a good old 50 gold pieces for his whole crew and stuff.
Wow.
And looked a bit rather upset about that. What are you talking about? You said we have to spend these hours in darkness? And Amber kind of quickly looks at him and says, yes, unless you want to die.
Awesome.
You're not sure if he's sincere about that or is just saying that to shut the fat man up. But in any event, it certainly works to that regard.
I will put the charm in my pocket since I believe it's probably a next slot item.
Abercam goes over to you. You really should wear that. It has us all keep track of each other as well as light the way.
I wear it around my wrist instead of around my neck.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll wrap it around my wrist instead of around my neck, because my neck slot is mighty important.
Yeah, mine's kind of important to me too.
I have a charm bracelet going on.
What's yeah?
The slot is actually none.
Oh,
He
okay.
does want to make sure that it is worn in a secure location outside.
I will strap it to my wrist and make sure it's secure with some of my straps.
I make it a hair accessory. Feather accessory.
It's a feather accessory.
Feather accessory.
So, with that, the door is open for your small party, and you are led into the cavern, and then it is closed, and the sound of heavy locks close again behind you.
Not at all terrifying.
Do we get a chance to see how they open and shut this thing? Since it's got twisty edges and...
The locks appear to all be on the outside, not on the inside.
Huh.
So we're on the inside now, right?
Yeah, we're on
Yes.
the side where the monsters are.
Maybe we are the monsters.
I'm getting like a Hadrian Wall vibe. I don't know why.
You're getting a what?
A Hadrian's Wall vibe.
Oh.
Like, no, we're crossing into like Scotland and
Hello, Lockhart. Is that a like a shopping cart?
A minecart?
It's a shopping cart.
He uses a hand cart.
It's a shopping cart.
I don't see us. Where are we? Oh, I see us. There we go.
There.
It's funny.
So
That's off a certain shopping website.
Probably any shopping website.
Looks very familiar.
I found it with the image search.
Ah, you looked for cart, didn't you?
It took me a while.
So if we come in from the south,
Oh, drat! I didn't fix these things.
what? Our
Sorry,
little
your tokens
icons are too small.
We're tiny.
Everyone except for who has cast a large self on themselves.
So you can arrange yourselves how you would be moving
Which way are we
forward.
traveling?
You are traveling towards the north.
Okay.
For all
Does
intents and
the
purposes.
Dusk Warden have preferences?
As long as you're not too far away, he's happy enough. Let me just put people to full hit points.
Front guard, rear guard.
I'm going in.
He probably wouldn't want anyone to say be too far ahead of him, but walking beside him would be okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk beside the two boys because I'm curious.
I'll go up front. I have dark vision, so that makes sense.
Well, of relative minor help with everyone wearing essentially a torch around.
Oh
them.
yes, I guess that's true, but I mean it means I can see into the darkness if I need to.
And I guess I should stay next to the weak-willed merchants because I have an orb of consumption.
Perfect. You could put it in the cart and they could fondle it while you're walking.
What is one of those that you said?
It's a creepy device that he found.
Okay.
It just drains constitution and wisdom or something from people.
How's that? Brunst can kind of bring up the rear
Okay.
and look after Gary. I think that seems fair. We're kind of surrounding the merchants, which seems like a good idea.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna refresh, and hopefully that doesn't make things horrible. But
Don't go away, Lockhart.
it's getting really bad.
Don't you leave us!
Whenever.
No, we'll move all the pieces and cheat.
Don't you dare!
We're all healed up from the last...
Quick, move all the pieces.
We can't be trusted.
Yeah, I can't move the cart or anything. He doesn't trust us enough to play with his NPCs. He's so untrustworthy. No, untrusting.
I believe we healed all our damage in the last week of travel.
Yeah, I think he just did that. He just maxed us all out. I see his little avatar coming back, but I do not see him. It might be just right. Why was he restarting again? Because he was hearing buzzing.
We couldn't
Yeah.
go to-
There he is. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
Mr.
better.
Lockhart.
That better?
Yes, that's much better.
I wonder if it's because we're using TalkBox
alright.
instead of Google
So-
Hangouts. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you,
Okay.
but can you hear
Oh
me?
no, I can't hear Hal.
That's the saying. I was talking and you were.
Let me restart again. Let me
Yes.
restart again.
1, 2.
Sorry.
Nice work, Lockhart. Yes.
Hal, did you
I
hear
could
him?
hear him, yes.
Because you weren't reacting to what he was saying properly.
Because I was realizing he couldn't hear me.
Okay. It just seemed like you couldn't hear him.
No, I could hear him. I don't know whether the computer that's recording could hear him, though. So it'll be interesting to see when he comes back.
Are we going to have to jump? Do you need to pause it or something to check?
Hello, Lockhart.
Hello, Carter.
No, I'm still not hearing Hal.
Hey, Lockhart.
Hal, he can't hear you.
Do you want me to restart?
I don't know, but he can't hear you.
Can he hear you?
Can you hear everybody else?
I can hear everybody else.
Yeah.
I can restart.
Okay.
What's Hal saying?
Can you ask him to talk?
No, let me just try one more time. One more time from my end.
Don't anybody move for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm getting past messages between people. All right. Hal said he was going to restart his machine to see if that was the issue. What were you going to say, Lockhart?
I said I was just going to restart one more time on myself because mine seems fickle in whether I hear other people.
Let him try first.
Okay. Sorry, I don't want you both doing it at the same time. Pointless.
If that doesn't work, we could always try and go back to Hangout since I'm on a less burny machine.
Your machine's on fire.
Oh, don't start that now.
How is your machine doing, thing?
Okay, I'm going to.
The laptop's doing fine.
Well then.
He's gone. I think the recording computer can still hear him, but I can't. I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
But you need to, if there's an issue like that, then you need to be
Yes.
quieter.
Yep.
Otherwise, we can't tell what's going on or who's hearing what.
Okay. This doesn't work, I'll reboot and see what happens. Not reboot, but refresh. Hello!
Thing, say something.
Hi!
Thing!
Okay, we're all good. We're all good.
Alright, I got Lockhart talk for me.
Hal
I'm
needs
talking.
the machine can hear you.
Hang on, Lindsay, stop talking. Lockhart talk
Talking.
for me.
Talking.
We're good. That's good. Sorry, I can't have you both talking. I'm watching a bar move.
Hal?
Yes.
I couldn't hear you because you were muttering and talking when those people were, so I was trying to help.
Sorry, sweetie. You're helpful.
Don't get arsy at me.
I'm not assy.
Okay.
Are we back?
We're back, and my sound is much better,
Awesome.
and I can hear everyone.
Yay!
So,
On with the mayhem.
the Halflight Path, generally it kind of varies, but it averages to be a roughly 15-foot wide by 15-foot tall tunnel that winds through the cliff at a steep but manageable slope. It begins as a natural-looking cave with minimal work done to widen it. As it climbs, it passes through numerous distinct regions, places where the tunnel has been painted with crude pictographs or decorated with elaborately carved pillars and frescoes, or where it becomes a mere smooth tube or a square-walled path filled with right angles, like a labyrinth in which every wrong turn has been blocked off. Sometimes it emerges briefly onto narrow ledges along the cliff face, and at one point, the tunnel even opens up into a large chamber, where both walls are carved with elaborate porticos and balconies, its many doors and archways all carefully locked and barred or bricked up. On the occasional moment where he deems it safe to speak, Aber explains that maintaining the barricades that separate the Halflight Path from the rest of the passages below Kaer Maga is one of the Dusk Warden's chief jobs. During this period of time, Bolgar Grum and his sons are all fairly nervous. The sweat drips from their foreheads, and they flinch at every distant roar or shriek that filters through the walls. Eventually you reach a point where the tunnel is long and maybe not so straight.
On guard.
On the right wall, there are elaborate carvings depicting a falling star wreaking havoc on a humanoid populace, and on the other side is an enormous archway carved with twisting vines and almost obscure leering skulls. The space inside the arch has been crudely bricked up, with many of the bricks broken or sticking out at right angles. Abra kind of slows and pauses to look at the poor brickwork and mutters, "That isn't right." And at that precise moment, the unmortared brickwork explodes, as two slithering horrors come barreling through.
Hooray! Slithering horrors. Slithering horrors, Lockhart.
Is that their actual name, or is that just descriptive?
I think it's descriptive.
I didn't know if they were
They
creature called.
could be, but you've seen them before.
Oh.
Oh no.
What are they again?
Sandworms. Sugathi?
Sugathi.
The one
What?
that makes you go insane when you... 3 of them.
Oh, Jesus, Lockhart, that's not fair. They're the ones that make you confused?
Confused and insane if you fail enough saves.
Wow, let's kick the
So-
shit out of these things.
I need Nearmore
Yes.
to make me a will save.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No. Oh, I think I have will saves as a... Hang on, I have will save attached to my character somehow. I just need to know what to type. Hold on.
And then everyone can roll initiative.
Am I within range of it? That's not very fair. Let me just roll my will. What is my will?
6! 96 for initiative.
I did. Oh, for initiative, okay.
18 for a will save.
An 18, you say?
An 18, I say.
Oh, apparently my macro for initiative is set for the turn
That
tracker, but I didn't have my
fails.
icon selected.
That's harsh.
You are confused
Hooray! I rolled initiative for you when I got a 10.
for one round.
I still got a 10 for initiative, which I added to the
Triple
turn
got
order.
24.
How do I add it to the turn thing?
You click on your little character, and then you make the roll.
Oh.
But you have to do it before you roll.
I got 24.
Yeah, you select your character and click him, select him, and then make the roll, and it adds it to the turn order.
And I think you have to have that thing in your macro, too.
What thing? Well, my macro... Oh, is my macro different to yours?
And bracket tracker.
Oh, did I add that? Maybe I did.
Yeah, I've got it on mine, and I didn't have my character selected, and it yelled at me about it.
Oh.
I may have missed a session. It might have been one of the ones I bailed on because I don't know about that.
It was a new feature. Hold on, let me look at my init. Oh, yes, you do. I have at brackets tracker. Yeah, it adds it to the... There's a code to add. Do you have a button for your initiative, sweetheart?
I don't use any of my buttons right now because
Okay.
they're all wrong. But if you tell me what it is,
We'll program your buttons, and it'll work for you.
Ampersand French bracket tracker French bracket.
French bracket.
Yes, it's all curvy.
We just call it curly bracket.
say it again, Hal.
It's a long one. It's gonna be /R 1d20 plus whatever your initiative is, and then it's gonna be space and sign. So ampersand, curly bracket open, the word tracker, and then curly bracket closed.
And you have to
You
put
have
that every time.
Yes, or you can lock it into a macro and make it as a button on your desktop
And you have to have your character, your icon selected when you...
when you do it. Otherwise, it's like, you have not got a character selected.
Not just Lockhart to put it in like he used to.
Right?
Hmm?
Is it not just easier for Lockhart to enter it like he used to?
Yeah, I mean,
It's easy enough.
that's just fine. It's just trying to make it easier for...
Space 1d20 plus my initiative,
Yeah,
then a
Plus-
space,
an ampersand.
which is the little and sign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open curly bracket.
Yeah.
Tracker.
Okay, and then close the curly.
Close curly bracket.
Right, I got it.
So what I would do is make that a macro.
Okay.
If I go,
I don't remember how to do that.
it's under the cog,
Okay.
the little gear, and you can make your macros in there by pressing the add button.
I got it.
All right. I just have one called init.
So I wonder if protection from evil would actually protect from the confusion on these or not.
Don't know. What does it protect from?
Mind affecting charm stuff of evil things.
Are they evil?
Well, the question is it a charm effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Or is it not?
Well, that would require Gary to roll me a knowledge of engineering for him to know.
Oh, which one is that?
Knowledge of engineering.
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out which macro thing I have it on there if I have to roll it by hand. Engineering assays. $21.
My initiative wasn't 15 though; it was 24. But I tested the macro to see if it worked, and it did. But I'll take 15.
Good work, little dude.
It worked. It doesn't matter.
Which, oddly enough, has her with a different name. Is that the token thing?
Yeah, I think I still have to go through and maybe double check.
When, look at the bottom
Okay,
right.
got it.
Look at the bottom right underneath where it says where the chat is, and it says as. What's the name there?
No, I have to change the
Oh,
token's
it's
name.
the token's name. I got you.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Token.
Yeah, I need to update the tokens because some of your tokens are small too.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
Gary is able to, yes, recognize him as Sugathi. However, he's really only just able to scrape the barrel. It might work. Hard to say. They use it from an aura, not from a specific spell.
Ah, that's great.
So,
To put mine in again. It vanished.
what?
It was because that was just a test one, I think. I rolled earlier and it was 24.
Yes, I added, and that's why you're there at 24 as Treacle.
She's not in there. You
I
can
don't see her there.
I don't see.
You've removed.
Oh.
Removed. Yeah,
No, I can see Treacle.
we
I
cannot.
guess you guys just cannot see.
I don't see her or me on the turn order.
You
Thing.
don't see it on the turn order.
How odd! I can.
Is Treacle just visible to you? We saw Masaki.
I thought, yeah, maybe it's just a character that
Huh.
just like for you.
This might.
I see Masaki again.
It is weird because I do have a Treacle on here.
Yeah, just leave her as Masaki for now.
Yeah, that's fine. We can figure it out.
Not a problem.
And I should be on there with a 6, I think.
Yeah, I don't
Are you
see
not-
you.
I don't
Do
see
Do you
myself
guys
in there.
really not see yourselves?
No, I can see me and I can see Masaki now, but I can't see Gary or Brunsk. I can see Abra and I
Yeah.
can see the Sugathi.
How bizarre! I guess because I opened the initiative, I didn't clear the initiative tracker last turn, so I guess it was using your old tokens.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I see what Hal saw.
How weird.
If we don't acknowledge it, it will get bored of messing around on us and go away.
That's right. Just ignore it. That's the best way.
Sure.
Acknowledge it,
Gary the elf.
be fine.
Sandworms.
I'm going to say there's a bit of an ass kicking going on here, people.
Hopefully not ours, but I don't know if they have asses.
I think they've got something in the way of asses.
Great waste in some fashion. Right? So,
Okay.
So,
One of these kicked our butts in the... Almost kicked our butts in the...
Yeah, but we were lower level then.
Well, that one might have been fiendish or something.
Well, or it might not have been.
we're still good. We're still good.
I seem to recall fiendish, but...
They're nasty.
All right,
large.
so this one's gonna move there, and is going to strike at Gary with the short sword it holds in one of its tailed tendrils.
Oh, that's right. These do like swords and wands, don't they?
Yes,
They can hold things, can't they?
I want to see if did I keep a picture of these things? No, I didn't. I'd have to look through the archive to find one. But yeah, you can see that then there's tail tendrils. One seems to be holding a short sword, the other one is holding a wand.
You're
Nice.
going after me?
Well, it's called a short sword. Technically, it's a long sword size because they're large creatures.
Sure. Yeah, Gary, you're pretty armored. You should be good.
So 16 on a flat foot.
Flat-footed? That's not fair.
You haven't moved yet, have you?
Well, no, but...
It misses.
Yes.
16 not hit you flat-footed.
No.
Cool.
That's better than my flat.
And
Better than mine as well. Oh no, that's a lie. My flat-footed is 20.
Since these are auras, we're gonna have to all make like multiple saves every round
Yeah.
because they'll probably be overlapping auras.
so let's see. We got 4. Actually, that's a good way of doing it. So the two in the back, their wands shine, and magic missiles burst forth.
Cool.
No.
You have the shield spell,
Who
Gary.
is the lucky?
They're so dead.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dead already.
Gary receives only 1 missile, and Misaki receives only 1 missile.
No thanks.
At least the crappy normal wands are not anything higher level.
Like,
So Brunsk and Abra both take 2 magic missiles.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Is that just
So Gary can take 5 points.
Ow. Why did I spend so much money on armor?
so magic missile can hit you every
Misaki
time?
can take 4 points.
4.
4. Brunsk takes
And I
5.
click on my little circle and
Just hit -4.
Abra takes 7.
7's a lot. Damage.
7 is a lot.
Misaki, you will need to make me a will save now as well.
Keybus.
My will is 6. A very high number. Oh dear.
You are confused.
Well, yeah, but what about my character?
Means you go roll random, doesn't it?
Yes.
You wanted that was like a confusion within a confusion within a confusion. You weren't quite sure depending or not, right?
Is it as the confusion spell, Lockhart?
No, it's just confused. The status
Oh,
effect.
okay. I gotcha.
That being said, attack nearest creature.
Oh no, those little boys.
Fortunately,
Well, Abra's pretty near you too.
you might just only have your beak. Maybe your sword hasn't been drawn yet.
No.
No, your sword's been drawn.
Well, probably. I haven't had a chance to do anything, have I?
Actually, confused says she treats all allies and foes as enemies, so it doesn't say she's so confused she wouldn't draw her weapon.
Yeah, but I haven't had. Weren't we all caught off guard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is your turn.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
Okay. Well, if I had a chance to draw it, I would have drawn it. So.
Okay. Yeah, you can draw it. And you have your. I guess if you want to go strictly closest, it would be the boy right beside you, then, wouldn't it?
Oh shit!
All right.
Worst guard ever.
Bad.
Okay. I probably, if I'm confused, wouldn't think to do all of my.
No,
However,
that's fine.
If a confused creature is attacked, it attacks the creature that last attacked it until that creature is dead or out of sight.
Yes, but no one has attacked Misaki.
No,
yet
I'm
while
just
she's been
saying,
confused.
Because that, yeah, we're just waiting for that kid to fail, and then he'll just attack Misaki back, and then there'll just be a big mess.
He slaps her and then vanishes from
But I
history.
mean, will save. What's the save for these things? It must be like I got an 18. It must be like a 19 or a 20.
Yes,
It's just a straight 13 for my attack, then, right? I'm just doing a.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
This is just
3
a
of these,
13.
that's pretty harsh.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, 13 slash 8 on my queen.
Watch her crit and kill the boy.
Oh, that's a crit threat.
That's right, she's got the massively extended critical range.
That's a crit threat.
Do I roll again?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a critical. Andy hasn't acted yet, so she does sneak damage.
So 2d10 plus 8.
Plus 4d6
Against commoner child.
against commoner child.
He's a teenager.
Fair.
Or he might be like a level 1 fighter or warrior or something. Nah, I was just he just X'd him out.
Run to the worms, everybody.
2d10 plus 8 plus, what did you say, 2d6?
4d6. It's gonna be an obscene number.
If we've got to make multiple 20 will saves, that's going to be...
28, that's not too bad.
Should have been a lot higher. It should have been a lot higher, probably.
Is he jam? Yeah, I just vanished.
His parents don't even remember him now.
That might
He's
work.
fading out of all the pictures.
He's fading out of the pictures.
Oh.
He looks like Michael J. Fox. He was on a hoverboard.
Horrible.
Don't worry, we're all about to start mincing the party, because this save is really hard.
Pull yourselves together. They are aberrations. Here are some sage advice to resist them.
Well,
Abra.
let's see how well he does, shall we?
He already rolled his save, just like you did.
Did he?
Yeah. If
Did
you
he
look
pass?
earlier,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
see him roll 2 dice, or I rolled 2 dice. One of them was very high. The
Uh-huh.
other one was also high, because he's
Okay.
19-ish.
Very good.
I think he got
He's
24
okay.
or something. 26 maybe? No. Anyway, he did manage to make a save. And, oh, what action is this stupid thing again? He's using his ranger hunter's bond with his companions to spread his knowledge of hunting aberrations to the rest of you.
Ooh, that's nice of him.
So for the next, I gotta look up this stupid ability.
Is he a ranger?
He is a ranger.
Is that a ranger power?
As
Power Ranger.
It is the option you can take if you don't take the animal companion.
Oh yes, helping people fight and the guidey power or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Move action. Grant half is favored. Number of rounds equal to his wisdom modifier. So this will last 2 rounds, and you will all get basically a +2 on attack, damage, and I think it's reasonable to say will saves against aberrations.
because otherwise we're really screwed.
And he will probably use his other move action to. Didn't mean to do that. Stupid stuff. Here he goes. 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll just kind of move to there for now.
Very good.
And that is unfortunately his turn, but I don't think any of you are going to sniff at the bonus there.
No, we'll be good.
Brunsk makes a will save.
They're not a mug of ale. He has a chance.
Brunsk
Plus
fails
2.
his will save.
+2.
Huh?
Plus 2.
That is
Forever.
including the +2.
Oh, Brunst. You only have a +3 to will. Holy crap.
Yes.
You need him like Magneto's helmet or some shit to put on him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hopefully he just does nothing. Or acts
hopefully.
normal.
Yeah, we'll go with X normal. That would be nice. It's not gonna
He
be.
hits himself.
Really?
Yes.
That's an
On
option?
my face! Ah.
Deal 1d8 points of damage plus strength modifier to self with item in hand.
Luckily he has DR at least.
This is true.
Oh, that's funny.
Brunsk deals 4 points of damage to himself.
It's all going to shit.
Gary, will save.
Come on,
Oh,
Gary.
sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, no, it should be Nearmore. I don't know why. Nearmore's at a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Nearmore,
You want
kick
a will
yourself
save?
in the face. No,
What?
you failed your will save earlier.
Wasn't that for their... What? So I don't get to save again.
You were... I didn't know where initiatives were lying.
Ah,
So
okay,
I-
I got you. So what am I doing?
You and Aber, you are
1d8
hitting
plus
yourself
one.
in the face. 1d8 plus your strength.
Flurry, stun.
Shit. 7.
You are noticing that I am not rolling a dice to determine what your
Yes.
confusion effect is.
Yes.
The Sugathi just reaches into your mind and convinces you to do that.
Uh-huh. What? Okay.
So
That wasn't what the D158 was.
no, that was Brunsk's.
Ah,
They can,
Oh, they can control you, can't they, if you're confused?
yes.
Yeah.
how many consecutive
So-
failed saves do we have to do to go bonkers?
3?
5.
5.
5. With 3 of these overlapping.
So yes.
Does it have to be 5 from the same Sugathi?
Yes, I believe that's fair.
Okay.
So Nearmore takes 7 damage from himself. Gary the elf,
Where,
make a will save.
where is... I
13.
can't see things boxed anymore.
What bug?
I can't either. But
Yeah,
I can hear
he
him.
appears to have vanished. They can talk for me.
Hello?
He's fine. He's still on audio.
Really.
Act
That is
normally.
Yay!
Act
do something
normally.
Good. Come on.
So the
Flaming.
question is, will
What?
protection from evil work?
Do something amazing thing. Come on. Don't do something you've got to maintain every round, because otherwise we'll end up with flaming spheres sat on our faces.
While we beat each other up.
Yeah. We'll all be on fire with spiritual weapons beating on us.
Well, I can try protecting from evil myself to see if that saves me.
Ha!
Or on Brunsk, since he's obviously affected.
Oh dear.
Oh, crap.
What you gonna do, thing? What does burning... What damage does burning hands give you at this level? 5d4?
Yeah,
I
5d4.
should say, while you weren't able to know precisely whether or not protection of evil works or not, you will know that they have fairly decent spell resistance.
Oh, Jesus. So they also have spell resistance. I love these things, Lockhart. I'm just saying. I think they're amazing.
They are harsh.
Can I have a pet one?
Nope.
Oh.
And I'm guessing they're evil at least. So protection
That's
of
probably
evil
a fairly good guess, yes.
would give some... So if,
It's true.
I'm going to protect evil Brunsk and see if that snaps him out of his punching himself.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So you're currently being threatened by it, I believe.
Oh, because they have reach?
Yeah.
Yes. Hence why it
Ah.
hit you while I was, or tried to hit you while I was standing there.
Well, then can I step 5 feet back and...
You can. You can act normally.
And then protection from evil Brunsk.
All right. You cast it upon him. His mind seems to clear somewhat. Now, don't you wish you cast it on yourself? Because to see if you can cast it next turn.
Well, yes, but...
So it is actually stopping the effect.
Yes. I'm willing to
Oh.
roll it because confusion is cruel enough.
It actually says
yeah.
that he receives an immediate additional save against any spells or effects that possess or exercise mental control.
You're only confused for 1 round, so technically Brunsk has already gone through his effect.
Yeah, you're right. So he's done with it.
Yes.
Made with a +2 bonus. The spell prevents bodily contact from summoned creatures.
Technically, it probably doesn't work, but I'm willing to allow it for now.
Yeah, I'm going to say because it's not an ongoing effect, is
Because-
it? Or a spell.
it is not confusion as though the spell.
Right.
Technically, it would save you from the fail 5 times in a row and go insane, because that is as a spell.
Hmm.
But the
What's
aura
the
is
spell?
just the insanity.
Ah, nice.
At least he also gets the +2 bonus to AC and resistance bonus for evil creatures.
Bonus.
Yeah, probably would have been wiser tactics to do myself, but obviously didn't affect me at first, so I'm immune.
Yeah,
I'm fairly spared, and if I wanted to, I could probably have killed you with these 3 of these things. So I'm putting a bit of slack there with.
You may still kill us all. Okay.
That's pretty harsh
That's
for an
entirely
entry
possible.
encounter.
I mean, these are still pretty
Yes.
harsh. What are these? Challenge
There's
rating? Challenge rating 5s? Challenge rating 6s? 7s?
6s.
That's a solid encounter for us even at level 8 with a buddy to help us.
For once an encounter.
Yeah, no, it's good. Let's fine. Let's see. We're fully healed, so we'll see how we do.
So, the merchant and his remaining son babble incoherently as their eyes go wide.
Do they have to roll on their confusion turtle? They may end up attacking us, which
are
point
they-
we might attack them back.
Are they more afraid of Misaki or the worm?
They've just watched me murder this.
It's irrelevant if they're affected by the aura, because they'll attack whatever's nearest them if it rolls appropriately. And then if you're affected by it again next turn, you'll attack them back.
Currently, they are just babbling.
Alright, babbling is good.
Babbling
Sugati.
5. They have to save against their own mind auras.
Yeah, that'd be funny, right?
Yeah.
They have to
They're-
stay like 20 feet away from each other.
They're immune to mind-affecting effects.
Wow.
They're harsh.
Yeah, they are. I can't figure out the tactic against them, to be honest. Send in a robot.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Sugati there is going to attack Abra.
And they know who's controlled and confused as well. Oh, ouch. That's a 30.
And that's a crit threat,
Ouch.
which is confirmed.
Ouch. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
The second one does not hit.
We'll bring his possessions to the watch at the city.
No, we won't. We'll just be lying dead next to them.
It might be among his possessions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
fluffed
10
their roll a
points.
bit. That's not too bad.
10 points is still not bad on a fluff.
It's true.
Gary. One of them in the back is casting a spell, and you feel this voice going into your mind.
Oh, Gary.
Uh-oh.
Should have cast it on you, dude.
I should have.
That's okay. Don't worry.
I'll just Burning Hands the party, no biggie.
Yeah, it's perfect positioning. You'll get almost everybody. Take a 5-foot step back. I think you'll get almost everyone there, won't you?
Let's see if I can buy this. Make me a will save.
Come on,
if you
Gary.
have a bonus against enchantment, mind affecting stuffs.
You're an elf. You get a bonus to enchantment, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you still? Let's look. Or is it just sleep?
No, there's a mind-affecting enchantment, I think.
Looking. Looking now. Elves. Elves. You're immune to sleep and get a +2 bonus versus enchantment spells and effects. So if it's an enchantment spell or effect, he gets +2. Is it an enchantment spell or effect?
It is an enchantment spell or effect.
That was you calling that was you calling it and being nice, wasn't it?
No, it is an enchantment spell or effect.
Oh, very good.
Only 17 still. Crap.
Is that with the +2?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
That is just enough.
Oh!
The worm of thought that reaches into your mind suggests that you remove that spell you placed on your companion.
Suggestion.
Why the hell would I want to do that? And these are immune to suggestions back. Crap.
You don't have suggestion anyway, so don't worry about it.
And the other one, let's see. It'll probably concentrate 3 magic missiles on Gary, I think.
3?
Gary, you're the threat, dude. You're the threat.
8 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh,
And Misaki, you can make a
Come on,
will save.
Misaki.
Remember, you're getting a +2 bonus from the advice given by Abra.
come on, Misaki. You can do it. No, we can't.
Oh dear.
Sad
Act normal.
face.
Act normal.
Oh gosh, I lost the page I was on. That is do nothing but babble incoherently, unfortunately.
Nice.
I don't want to be.
So that's 2 failed consecutive will saves.
So we've only done 10 points of damage to these so far, right?
Have you done any points of damage to them?
Oh no, maybe not.
No.
No, we haven't damaged a single one yet. They better only have 5 hit points.
Nope. Abra takes a 5-foot step forward. And
Plunges down its throat.
he is going to make a full attack action with the long sword. So this starts as a 13. That's a hit. An 8. That's a miss with a short sword. That's 2 1s in a row is not nice.
Cutting off his own feet there, Lockhart.
Dice roller hates us tonight.
So he gets 1 hit with his long sword, 1 hit with a short sword.
Better than nothing.
So 1d8 plus 7 is 12, and 1d6.
These have what, probably 60,
plus
70 hit
6.
points.
Don't know.
So that'll be a total of 21 points of damage. Favorite enemy is nice.
Aberrations or
Yep. And Brunsk's turn.
Runs, fluffs his serve, and stuffs Sheila up Gary's backside.
Brunsk is protected.
protected.
From
Ah,
evil.
very good. Get in there, Brunsk.
So he will indeed, I suppose, get in there.
So going to take the
And,
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I think he will. It does seem to be Brunsk's MO, doesn't it?
To be honest, he's better in combat than not, so he may as well, right? And then if he's confused, attacking the nearest thing might be the slug thing.
And it bounces off his newly improved AC.
Yay! Newly improved SE.
So Brunsk is going to power attack, shield it.
Do it.
Bat Brunsk.
I think this is what I'm looking for. 10, 18, which unfortunately is not enough to hit it. Oh, no, wait, he's getting the bonus from favorite enemy. So it's a 20. So that is enough to hit. So he does shield damage, this +2.
Ruby, you're very loud.
Brunsk does 15
15.
points of damage to it. Nearmore.
Start.
Yes?
Will save.
Thanks. Let's see if my macro works. Hold on. I think it will. 27.
Yes.
Ha. Awesome. Am I normal?
You are indeed normal.
My 5-foot step to there. I
Make 2 more will saves.
You walked into the other Zoras.
oh my god.
Do that, Hal.
I'm not counting the squares. 2, 3. I couldn't have moved in then, could I? I'd have 1 more will save. 5,
You
15.
could have moved Rape
Just
down
above Brunsk.
below you, but you didn't know that,
God damn it.
as you cannot see the auras.
God damn it.
Why do you not have aura vision?
30
Jesus.
and 30.
You are still fine.
Good. I exploit the one in front of me for 19.
Exploit, flurry, stun, murder.
What's the DC on that?
It's 10 plus their CR, I think.
Okay, then yes, you'd exploit.
I power attack and I flurry it. 20.
Hits,
18.
misses,
Is that
I'm
with the
getting
plus 2?
bottled. No, it's not. 22 and at 20.
hits,
30.
Crit threat. No.
not confirmed.
23.
Yes.
Like 85.
Is that what it actually is?
66, 70, 85. Yes, it is exactly what it is.
So each of your hits against it is incredibly blubbery. Your fists deal very little penetrating damage into it.
Oh my god. Lockhart!
That being said, you are able to barely bring it into a bruised mess onto the floor.
Holy crap. So it has damage reduction.
Act-
5?
yes.
10?
I'm assuming that's lethal damage?
Yes, damn straight.
Yes. Damage reduction 10, yes.
Holy crap. So that's going to be an 11, an 11, an 11, an 11, a 14, and a 9.
11.
11. So 22, 30.
It should just equal out into
36.
45.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It will equal out to
Because
45.
none of them are below 10.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yes, it will equal out to 45. Holy crap, just took 40 of my damage away. Wow. Take that. God damn
I'm
it.
assuming that's lethal?
Yes, it's lethal.
Okay.
You said in the last game we were to assume things were non-lethal unless you said otherwise.
I did say otherwise. When it started messing with my head, it is now saying otherwise.
Usually, I assume if it's any kind of non-monstery creature, he's
Yes.
doing non-lethal.
Yes. If I would consider... I guess these are sentient, but clearly they don't want to talk, and I don't think they're going to be very friendly.
Confused is what you fancy.
Gary's just still a little confused on these whole what we can and can't kill rules and what we should try and save.
Me too.
If it has
Pretty
two,
arbitrary to
if
me.
it has 2 legs and 1 head, we'll attempt to save it. Everything else is a grey area.
Well, centaurs don't like you very much.
You didn't like me trying to heal the new Parubos.
Yeah, they're pretty demonish. Yeah, it's a grey area, Gary. Just assume you don't understand.
Hypocrite.
Come to me for...
Actually, sorry, I do have a question, Hal. Did you count the extra +2 damage from each of those hits?
Oh, no. Was that +2 damage?
Favorite enemy, yep.
Oh, no, I did not. So that's an additional 8.
Does it vanish
Well,
and leave its sword and wand behind?
It doesn't vanish, but
Okay,
it
good.
stays. Its corpse falls to the ground.
So we got these stakes tonight. If
it's
we survive the
important.
next 2.
It's important because you almost could have sworn you could have seen its wounds starting to heal.
Oh, God. Lockhart! Who the fuck made these and gave them CR6?
And put 3 of them in the entryway to the
Holy crap!
city.
They've got every
Gary
beast
the Elf.
power.
You
Jesus.
do not feel any current presence upon your mind.
Come on, Gary. Let's get something good going on.
I'm going to move over here and protection from evil Masaki.
Okay?
That's a good
Something you
idea.
feel comforting warmth over you.
No, that's not a good idea.
From the touch of Gary.
Mmm.
Pretty sure that's illegal in some states.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gary. The touch of Gary is illegal in all states.
enjoy my crispy embrace.
No.
And you guys have no idea how much I'm restraining myself.
Yeah, I do, actually, because, to be honest, I would have had at least those 2 move down, so their auras were all affecting the party.
Do you know what other spell ability they have?
No. Because,
Mind fog.
Oh God.
If you fail the will save, you take -10 to all other will saves.
Wow. Are
These
you
are
sure
like
these
death
are-
critters.
Are these like who invented these things?
Do you know what other spell-like ability they have?
Asshole.
You can just read them in the monster manual.
Dominate person. Something.
Thanks.
No.
It was an asshole.
Misaki 1.0 fell victim to it.
What?
That
What
thing
killed her? What
Oh.
spell killed Misaki 1.0?
No.
Phantasmal killer.
Jesus.
Lovely. Don't like it. Rubbish. Where do you write scrolls down on the character sheet?
I generally just put them in my inventory unless there's a place specifically for them. Your inventory sheet not have a place for scrolls?
Nope. It has one. It has a section called staves that has spells in it.
Well, I'm glad I know protection from evil at least.
Hmm. Well,
And weaponry, wondrous items, armor and shields.
These two actually reach forward to bite at Miramar.
bite.
Bite.
Screw you, biting.
Oh, that must mean they have venom too. They're probably poisonous.
Yeah, probably.
Fortunately, I'm pretty sure both of those will miss.
Damn straight. I'm at 24 now. It was money well spent, I feel. Unfortunately, now it means 2 saves for most of the party.
Misaki, you no longer feel their invading thoughts of insanity over you.
Get in there, Misaki.
I don't know that I would be able to do anything other than just stand here at the fact that I've just slain a kid.
Dude, you kill people all the time. Get in there. We can think about...
He was probably evil.
You probably test your new swords by chopping through peasantry. Let's...
Can I see if there's any distinct possibility that he could be still alive?
There is no distinct possibility.
You might be able to sew that enormous gash together, but, you know, you'd have to get his arm from over there.
On the plus side, it's entirely possible that currently the father and brother are too insane to realize what happened.
Oh, yay!
I maybe be able to bring him back as a zombie soon.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because currently they're just standing there going...
Hopefully they don't fail 5 saves in a row.
Indeed.
You want me to come over and...
Or else we get free shopping cart.
If I move, I'm going to just have to do another will save, though.
No, you won't.
Can I do something? Can I acid arrow them?
You're protected.
Get in there. Acid arrow's probably going to bounce off their amazing defenses.
Lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt might be good, but they've got spell resistance.
Yeah.
The thing they don't resist is that big piece of metal in your hand.
What, the one stained in the blood of some innocent young...
Wipe it off on the inside of that worm.
Yes, Hal.
You have the protection of Gary.
Hey, talking's free. We're having a conversation in character.
Role-playing?
That is so not in character.
Going and beating something up for the sake of it.
You're right. These things are irredeemable. Let us seek retribution for poor old Tuggy, or whatever he was called, by slaying them in his name.
Well, no, it's...
3 seconds after you just went crazy and killed a boy that you were meant to be protecting, where would you be?
It's the heat of battle. We'll deal with him later.
The spice must flow.
You're an experienced warrior. You're going to deal with it later.
I'm not! I'm not that character for a start.
Oh, yeah. You're like
We
his
think
buddy.
you are.
Another option, if you are worried about the well-being of the others,
You could
is
look.
to pull them away from the worms, which clearly seem to be making them crazy.
That's what I was gonna think. I was gonna try and do, like, defend them rather than get too much further involved. But I think
I mean, you could check the pieces of the boy.
I'll go and
Because they will actually go permanently insane if this battle lasts too much longer.
Maybe they'll get a good random insanity.
This is going to be round 3 out of 5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And they're going to be making 2 saves around now that those 2 are down there.
I'll try and pull.
Hang on, didn't you say that for the same Sugarthi, and they haven't encountered this aura yet?
I suppose it's true. All the
So
same.
this is round 1 for them, according to that distinction.
It's quite possible.
I make the argument that if I can be
So
affected
they
by...
aren't PCs.
Yeah, I think it's fair for story, but I mean, you make the argument that if I can be affected by the same aura 3 times, it has to be the same aura that makes me insane.
In any event, what does Treacle want to do?
I don't know. Hal was busy telling me.
No, I'm not telling you. You can do what you want.
Are you sure?
Yes, do what you like.
I didn't get out what I wanted to do because you were too busy ranting.
I'm sorry. I like to rant.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Sure?
Save
Yes.
us,
let's see.
Misaki.
Let's hear what Treacle wants to do.
I will drag them away.
Okay.
Just to get them far enough away that they are out of the way of that,
Can you?
possibly out of the way.
You can do that for one of them. Can you make me a CMB check?
You're essentially bull rushing him out the way, aren't you?
Tell me which last letter that was.
CMB.
D. Okay.
Gravel bush.
Mine is 8/3, I think.
Should just be 8, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
So it's just 1d20 plus 8.
Yep.
Do we get +2 for anything? Or add +2 for
No. These aren't aberrations. These are humans.
17.
Barely.
For the moment.
All right. So yes, either the father or the son, you're able to pull them 10 feet away.
The son. I'll pull him out
So-
of the way.
I guess you could shove him as
There.
well. Yeah. Boom! Get out
And
the
then
way.
you'd be roughly there or so.
It's like a bull rush, right?
Hopefully trying to get them out of the way.
He kind of stops babbling and fear comes into his eyes instead. The natural reaction instead of the insane one.
Yeah, he's probably
Right?
stabbing
Socks with teeth are attacking us.
Abra, let's see if he can make his will saves.
Yeah, it would suck if he didn't.
Why does it not have a place for scrolls on my sheet? That's just bad planning.
Oh. You have such a good inventory sheet as well.
Yeah.
It's a good roll. As is that. Good work, senor.
So he's oh, mind you, I guess you guys don't have that +2 bonus anymore this round, do you?
I don't know, do we?
It
Is
only
it
lasts
only a
2
one round
rounds.
thing? Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So probably not.
So he free step 5 foot, move action gives you that bonus again, and he will just take a single attack against the Sugathi. And he rolls another 1. Yikes.
He's good at giving advice, but actually following through, he's pretty terrible.
He did decent damage to that one. So Brunsk 5 foot steps forward.
Come on, Burns.
and
Down in
is
one.
Going to
Full
full
attack.
Power attack.
At least he's immune to fear and all that.
Do it.
Which one did I start with?
Do it better than that.
With his new axes and shields and
So that'll be a 19, which will hit. So he'll hit once with the shield for 14 points of damage. Slamming it in with its spikes, causing the gore to burst out. Get more.
Yes, sir.
It's make me 2 will saves.
This is where we start to go insane, people. 14.
Yeah, that'll be a failed one.
Do you want me to try?
Hit Brunsk.
Hang on. And 13. I could be doubly confused. Now, as I'm next to Brunks, would I fully attack him?
Um,
And
depends if you're
It says-
attack closest or
attack
Jibber.
nearest creature. So in the same way that Misaki would have drawn her sword, I believe you would fully attack him.
so essentially, I view him as an enemy.
Yes. I don't think you would necessarily power attack and do the whole shebang, but
Why?
a full attack at least.
Well, if technically, I probably would do that if he's an enemy, but I wouldn't do lethal damage because he's.
No.
I,
The thing is, this is confused. Do you see him as something that is an enemy?
I thought you just saw him. Well, do you see him as something, or do you just see him as an enemy? If I see him as an enemy, I won't do lethal damage because he's a guy. Doesn't say anything
But
about
does he
my
look like a
morals.
guy to you, I guess?
Doesn't say anything about my morals being changed. It just says that I'm confused and see him as an enemy.
Well, what kind of enemy? Apparently you have some weird rules about types of enemy.
A confused
No.
creature cannot tell the difference between ally and foe, treating all creatures as enemies.
Right? But he's still a sentient creature, and therefore I wouldn't do lethal damage. As proven by the swaths of boggarts we've left behind. Unless I see him as
Considering
something...
right now you're in
Yes.
combat where you just admit to doing lethal damage,
To an
I'm
enormous...
thinking right now
enormous
you are
worm
doing
with
lethal
gold-
damage to enemies.
I don't think that's fair. Unless he looks different to me, why would I change my morals?
I would say as part of your confusion he would. You're not recognizing him as a Brunsker ally, you were seeing an enemy there.
But does he look like a strange creature that I can't do non-lethal damage to? Or does he look like a guy? That's your call, I'm saying, but, you know,
I'm
that's how
saying
you interpret
in this
confusion.
combat, since you are in the midst of fighting such creatures, yes.
As a fully trained professional fighter who fights for a
Who
living.
is confused and mentally unstable
I'm
at the
not-
moment?
I'm just discussing.
You're not discussing, you're ranting and you're loud and you're getting obnoxious.
I exploit him for 25.
Okay, you exploit him.
I power attack him. 32, 31, 30, 12.
The 12 will miss.
No damage reduction.
What is with that?
27, 22, 21 for 60, 70 something.
Are you killing my hireling?
Looks like it.
Or my follower?
What?
What's with that face in that?
That's not face.
Yeah, there is.
60, 70 straight. No damage reduction.
He's magic, he can't die. It's fine.
I could take
He
that, I think.
falls to the ground quite hurt.
I could take 70, but just. And I think he's harder than me.
With his DR, he is.
Oh, yeah.
His
Took
bar
that
looks
away.
awfully empty.
Gary the Elf. Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
You are making me 2 will saves.
I'm probably not, but
Did you cast it on yourself?
no. I'm probably not making them.
Okay.
Do I get my +2 for an elf? In
What's
addition
the,
to the
what's the
+2
range
for
on the
Ranger guy?
aura?
The aura is 30 feet.
1, 2.
I
Top one. Is the top one in 30 feet?
have my auras on, and yes,
Yes.
It must just be within 30 feet.
he is indeed, but yes.
Do I get the +2 for elf mind infecting enchantment, or just the +2 for the ranger?
Just the +2 from the favorite enemy.
Okay. 28.
Yeah, it saves.
And no, 15.
Oh dear.
This is just the aura. They should be casting all kinds of mind. We should be dead by now.
Come on, act normally again.
Attack nearest creature.
Masaki.
That's karma. That's fine.
What would you do, Gary?
He would attack me.
Yeah, but I mean, what would Gary do if there was a creature there? What spell would he cast?
I don't know, he'd probably just kick me in the shin or something.
I'd either burning hands or
It
flaming
says-
sphere,
it
most
says
likely.
attack, not cast a spell. I would imagine this is some use to be an attack action.
So, like, whack her with my sword?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
the wizard's gonna try and hit me with his sword.
Right. It'd be funny if he critted you. Come on, Gary. Let's see what you've got.
In the same way that Niramor is a very hard target to have attack someone, Gary is a very weak target to attack someone.
Let me just check it out. Not sure if I've got a macro for this.
What your full attack action? Do you get 2 attacks yet?
No.
Oh, I didn't think you did.
Come on, big boy, show me what you got.
Big boy.
Take it.
Hey, just a couple more levels and my penalty drops to -2.
You don't even have a button for this, do you?
No. Not that's showing on this screen, at least. Oh, wait, no, I have melee, but that might not have the +1 with the sword in there. Let's see. So that's base attack plus minus. Shoot.
Shoot.
Okay.
I don't think you can shoot me.
What if he took a 5-foot step?
Not that kind of game.
18. Chink.
Again,
Yeah,
what?
pretty sure.
Look. Ha, my AC 22.
Holy crap.
Now I qualify for the nearest person that's attacked her.
If she fails,
Oh no, but she's immune to
for the moment,
mind
yes.
effects at the moment.
How long does that last?
It's like 10 minutes a level or something. I've seen like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
We need to get a
It's
master
only less than
version.
the rest of the fight. You got the.
I'm sorry, minute a
up
level,
a
so
bit.
8 minutes.
They cast Mind Fog. Or Phantasmal
Twice.
Killer.
Or both.
Yeah, right.
I think they're going to try to bite Miramore again.
Bring it. Hey, I've not attacked them. What about that ranger dude that was having a good go at slicing at that bottom one?
You did attack one of them in full sight.
Yeah, I killed that
And
one.
rather-
But... Yeah, I did kill that one. It's true. But clearly I'm weak-willed, having beaten the crap out of my buddy.
They also kind of felt you resist 3 saves in one turn.
Yeah, I am trying that. I'm trying hard.
18's not going to hit you, is it?
No.
Okay, Misaki.
They only get one actual physical attack.
They're concentrating on doing a accurate bite.
Okay. Okay. They're aiming.
Will save?
Nope.
No.
No, you're outside. Unless you move next to Gary, in which case you'll have to make one.
But you're protected by my magic.
Oh yeah, you're protected, so you could go drag the farmer dude out.
Magic, and then he just tried to hit me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't protected myself yet. I've been trying to protect others.
He does have that kind of crazy look in his eyes.
Do I have to bitch slap him?
Where's my taco?
Where is my taco?
Well, I mean, you're not particularly trained in the mystical ways, so that might be bad, but that might be good. Hard to say.
That's funny.
There, of course, is other serious things, as you've just seen the silver dude whammy the big Olfin man to the ground.
Sorry.
Okay. The boy that I just dragged away, is he looking less crazed?
Yes, he's actually, I suppose, for his turn, he would have basically like huddled against the wall, and it kind of goes, Father!
He runs back to his father and goes insane again.
Monsters!
Okay. I take out a dagger and I just hand it to him, and he can just don't move, stay there.
I don't think you've got any problem with
I
that.
suppose on his turn, the boy grabs the half-light light and holds his hand and is going, help, help, help.
Oh, haha.
What does that thing do?
It summons guys to clean up our corpses,
Okay.
Tells us Gordons they have a problem.
right? They come with like mops and sluice the area.
Can I get over to Brunsk?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you totally could get over to
Gary,
Bruce.
Gary the elf.
Looks like Gary doesn't take an attack of opportunity, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You know, because it's only that one action, right?
I'm going to
Oh!
stop via Gary the elf, and he has a wand of healing, doesn't he?
I have a couple.
Pure light or something.
Do you not have a potion on you?
Me.
I thought we give Treacle or Misaki one of them.
I
Yeah,
think
I
she
think
had
she's-
one.
I think you do have a cure light wand.
Okay. I don't have it written down.
I think we ended up putting it in.
Was it a pure moderate or one of the?
I don't know. There's a cure one
I could
somewhere.
be wrong.
I remember talking about it, I just don't have it written down. Okay. I will leg it over to Brunsk, pour this
Okay.
down his gullet, and hope it makes some difference.
Okay.
I know I'm going to get into the...
Taking the potion and moving over there will be your turn.
I can do that. And I know I'm going to get...
But once again, you feel this spell crafted by Gary pushing out the horrible, confusing thoughts of these worms.
Good work there, Gary.
I'm brave.
But yeah,
Brave
you can
as
be
a
over by Brunsk.
I'm brave.
Abra.
Come on, abracadabra, you can do it. No, you can't do it.
No, he can't.
Everybody's attacking everybody. It's all a big mess. It's all a big, big mess.
They'll have him attack himself.
Oh yeah, because they're confusing, right? They control him then.
Yep, a little bit.
A little bit.
They can choose the option on the die roll, basically.
Nice!
And you're saying they wouldn't choose act normally?
Pretty certain if I was the mean GM, I would choose attack Brunsk, but that's because I'm a mean GM.
That is the howl
well,
option.
It would be nearest target.
Yeah, yeah, so it could potentially be the worm.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, so they can't pick the target, they can only pick the option.
And as of right now, in comparison to Brunsk on the floor and Masaki, Abra himself is the higher threat.
Right. True.
Hey, I'm a threat.
Yeah, you're a threat.
I'm a
They
threat.
don't know it yet.
I'm a legitimate threat.
You are a legitimate threat.
I took care of that badly behaved farm boy pretty well. Right?
Brunsk bleeds a little bit.
Hmm.
Brunsk. Let's see who we can knock down this round.
Miramar.
All right.
At least nearest enemy's likely a Sugati now.
Or Masaki, or that dude. They're all about the same distance away. 21.
Moaning.
Yes.
Except they're
I'm not
bigger, they look
moaning.
closer.
17.
Hit yourself.
Oh, the shame. Slash 1d20. 1d8, did you say?
Are you exploding and
28
flaring
plus
yourself?
strength.
Plus 6. 11 damage to my face.
Which is actually fairly kind considering what your hand would be doing to your
You're
face.
right, it is. Yeah. It is nice. I'm liking that one rule that lets me not do my full attack on myself.
Not flurry and stun yourself.
Because I'd be doing 2d8 plus 9 on my face in that regard.
Gary the Elf. Once again, you feel the tendrils of crazy.
Save us,
thoughts
Gary.
coming to
Save us.
23. 2 saves, I
mind.
assume?
Yes. 2 saves.
27.
Hey.
Save us, Gary.
Oh, crap. Heal Brunsk or protection from evil myself?
Misaki did kind of grab a potion and walk over there.
Do it, Gary.
I'm going to protect from evil myself so I can continue to protect the rest of the party.
It's a good plan. And then you're going to move next to me so I can punch you next round.
I've been forgetting something. I've been not that it would have mattered much. Beneficial spells, you still need to make a touch attack against confused targets to cast them.
Oh, because they fight you off.
A little bit, yeah. They're not fully receptive. Again, it probably wouldn't have made much.
I don't think, was Brunsk confused or Masaki confused when he casted? Oh, Brunsk was.
Brunsk was confused, but his touch is 13.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand,
He hasn't cast
what
anything
is
on me.
your touch? No, I said, what is your touch?
20.
Yeah.
Dodging you, Gary.
Which is why I need greater decks and things.
I'm like a reed on the wind, Gary.
Come on, move.
So got
My
the
roll 20 seems slow to respond.
Oh my crap. This is a hard-ass fight. What's the internet saying about this one, Lockhart?
That it has caused many TPKs.
I can imagine. Especially if you roll out all the powers that you're very kindly not doing.
Yes.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Well, the Lockhart was kind.
Well, there was a fight that was not, I don't know, fully adhered to because...
Well, if Lockhart had rolled out their actual powers, it would have opened with 3 phantasmal killers. No, 3 mind fogs followed by 3 phantasmal killers, and that would probably have put down 3 of the bones.
No. Mind Fog is a 20-foot radius. You can get by with one of them.
Oh. Okay, so you'd send one in, it would mind fog, then if 2 buddies would phantasmal killer and we get a -10.
Probably I would have just had all 3 of them there and just let their auras kill you. 3 saves around.
Yeah. drive us insane. And
So this fight caused people to do like statistics on what the actual probability is for different saves to save against 3 saves in a row.
Yeah, it's hard because I can get. I haven't managed two in a row for 2 rounds.
I think it's like if you have like a plus 10, you have a 15% chance to actually get through a round of 3 saves or something like that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
yeah, and 5 consecutive rounds, and you could be insane.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Oh, yeah. So now that they're flanking, one bite.
Flanking?
Yes, they're flanking near more.
I thought I had to be between them.
They're using their reach thing.
But I'm still not between them, even with reach.
Yes,
Between
you are.
threatened squares.
I thought you had to be able to draw a line from creature to creature. I'm not between them. I'm off to the side of them.
They'd have to be there, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Sorry. Excuse me for my ploy to try
and
not be threatened when she...
I appreciate the flanking. The flanking is fair.
How?
Yes. I'm just saying, if he's going to try to murder me, at least he can obey the rules.
You and I need to go and have a small conversation while we're going to grab a
I'm
drink.
not in a bad... I'm just saying, if he's going to kill me, he's going to have to move that guy down 5 feet.
I wasn't going to say you were in a bad mood.
Am I being belligerent?
You're being an asshole.
I'm sorry. It's been a while.
Asshole.
I'm pretty sure the 19 will miss you again, as being confused and thinking enemies all around you, you're just like a full Muhammad Ali dodging and weaving. Masaki.
It's come within size of my enormous fists.
So I'm kneeling down to give Brunsk this potion, right?
Yes.
Did I already?
You will provoke.
Okay.
But you will be able to feed Brunsk the potion, yes.
Okay. The potion is my main priority. I'm aware that I'm gonna get a bit slapped probably.
I like this, being aware and provoking stuff. It's good. The short sword flickers against you. Ooh, that will hit you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Only just. 28's a solid hit, though. These things are even pretty decent in combat.
10 points of damage. So what potion are you feeding Bruins?
The Cure Light.
Do you have a Cure Moderate?
I don't have them. I don't have potions written down.
Oh, are they on your old sheet?
I don't know. It would take me a very long time to find them. I remember we talked about them, and then you both backed it up. So, I mean, it's going to take me like 10 minutes to find it. So
I would guess you'd at least have Cure Moderate. I've got a couple.
I knew that I definitely had Cure Light.
What is a potion that we'll take it off someone else's sheet and say it's been given to Treacle then? So what is a potion that might be a bit more higher strength?
I don't think we have any.
Do we just have Cure Mod potions?
I don't actually have any potions left, I don't think. I should probably vault some.
I've got Cure Moderate.
Okay, so Gary, cross one off your sheet and we'll have Misaki use that then.
There's actually 4 Cure Serious in the party inventory.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is why I say don't keep everything in inventory and split onto
It's
sheets.
because Masaki wasn't here when we purchased the inventory, so we were going to share it, but we never did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being a frontline fighter, I'd be more than happy with her.
Are we using a Sirius then?
Yes.
I would definitely use the serious
I'll
one.
take it out of the inventory and we can split it after this fight.
So I believe that will be
3d8 plus
5.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that again.
3d8 plus 5.
Big numbers, dude. Hey, the good thing about this is it hasn't butted in and asked me if I'm still here.
It is true.
17.
That's good.
Not bad, not bad. He certainly won't be dying, and in fact, he rouses into consciousness.
Yay.
Oh,
You're welcome, Hal.
little bird lady.
Thanks.
After metal.
Drums feel much. Oh,
What? Why did
Man,
I just pictured things sneezing and flying backwards like 10 feet. That was amazingly good. You're right, that thing.
Yeah, just.
You're just like a
Stuff a
pile.
few things back in.
All right, another roll for Abra.
You all right there, Lens?
Oh, He doesn't make it, and he has to hit himself in the face.
He's as bad as me.
And unfortunately, I think that's been another 2 rounds, so you guys don't get the +2 bonus from him anymore.
Well, at least we don't have as many saves coming on.
I need to deal with the dog. Wait.
Oh, great. I'm going to have to decide between dragging out the gibbering guy to maybe not going permanently insane versus trying to hurt something.
To be honest, I think he's probably already at permanently. Oh no, he's different worms, weren't he?
Well, he's like in an overlap between 2 of them now, so yeah.
Brunsk is going to stand up. Misaki has already soaked the attack of opportunity from that one, though.
Ah, very good.
The Sugathi has fully healed itself by now. And, well, let's see, to be perfectly honest, actually, Brunsk is probably just going to move over there for now this time.
I'm just moving over there.
Yes.
You would get the hell away from me.
Yes.
All right, let's see who we can punch
Yeah,
this time. 25.
That's good.
22.
Hey, you can act this turn.
Oh, thank God for that. I've got punches and they only do like half damage.
Yeah, but you still did like 80 points to...
I 5 foot to this one. I exploit him.
Exploit,
I
stun,
failed to exploit
murder.
him.
Whoa.
I will power attack, and this time I will attempt to stun him. 23.
Yes, you'll hit.
If I can stun him, I will attempt it.
I
DC
believe
19 will
you
save.
can. Will save?
Yeah. Oh, it's fault. Is it a will save for stun?
It's your ability.
I think it's a will save. Let me
You
check.
should murderize him.
Right.
We're saying a will save?
I think it's a will save. But
Okay.
their will save's probably enormous.
What was the DC?
19.
So it is not stunned.
God damn it. Okay. Continuing. 26.
That will hit.
15. 15.
I'll miss. So 2 hits.
So that's going to be 19 and 15 with the negatives. So 24.
All right.
Not as good as we'd have liked.
Is not happy with that.
I'm not happy with that either. I need to hit him harder next time.
Gibber the Elf. Fortunately, though, you're not confused this round, which means Gibber
No.
won't have to make a touch attack against you.
No, it is a fort save, not a will save.
What is that? I think it still would have made it, though.
Probably. He rolled like a big number, didn't he?
Yeah.
Protect
Still-
Miramar or
still
Flaming Sphere the
He
one.
rolled a 9, so if his fort's a 10 or more, he'll be fine. And they're pretty big.
I don't want Miramar hitting more party members, so I'm going to move up and protection from evil him.
Is that,
Okay, but where are you
What?
moving?
yeah.
Because
Oh,
that
wait.
thing threatens a big, huge area.
Oh, crap. So can I go sideways and then up, or
Actually,
no?
you can go sideways. And
Yeah. Go through the... Oh, can you go through the crazy guy, or is he considered non-ally?
and
He's just
allow it.
gibbering.
He's harmless.
You'll allow it. Yeah. Just wander by him.
One over. One over.
Went over which way? This way? That way?
Yes. No.
Can't reach me from there, Gary.
Right.
Where you won't be threatened by the Sugathi.
Okay.
You don't know areas and stuff as well as you do. So.
So, oh, but the other one has already gone and used its attack of opportunity, hasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
We're all clustering around that one, and then we're all going to fail our saves and beat the shit out of each other.
I
No.
go to the tactically correct square that Miramar has drilled into me, and then I protect him
Stand
from evil.
here. This one. Tactically correct square.
Miramar, you feel their twisted voices being shut out of your mind.
Good. Thank you, Gary the Elf. Sorry, Brunsk.
Sugathi. So now I can be fully as mean with them as I want.
They're just an insane merchant and Abra to deal with.
So...
I don't know what that was, but it sounded nasty.
It's even funnier hearing things noises without seeing.
Things noises. The noises of the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Put that away.
It won't go back now.
Yes, that sounds appropriate.
What are we doing? You're gonna mind fog us, aren't you?
Nope.
No?
I'm going to undo Gary's work.
No.
Dispel magicking, or
Yes.
They can cast Dispel Magic.
Yes.
of course.
Can we, look,
So Gary-
when we're done here, can we actually sit down and work out what the real DC for these are?
Sorry. I would have no clue, to be honest. So Gary's level 8 now?
Yeah.
Or 7?
8.
I'm pretty sure 6 is pretty low for
Almost
these
9.
things.
Alright, so they try to target Miramar with spell magic and it does not work. So the protection from evil stays up. And the other one is just going to full attack.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
19.
Where did I put my phaser?
Phaser.
Oh dear. These guys really can't roll to hit.
That's
guys.
good.
Misaki.
Oh, Masaki, you can get into a fight now. Oh, chop something.
I already saved your ass. I should have if I were you.
Thanks. Oh, you could push that farmer dude out of the way.
Choppy, choppy.
I say he's a farmer dude, he's a merchant, isn't he?
You lot can handle
Yes.
these things. I might go and push him out of the way first.
Yeah, push him out. Try
Once
and
done,
then he's out of the way.
like do the same bull rush thing. See
Just 5 foot step to the right and then just shove him. That's probably enough to get him out of the... Oh no, maybe not now.
The 30-foot aura.
2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, his little son's probably just on the edge of the aura, to be honest.
Actually, I suppose he's probably moved over here. I haven't been paying too much attention.
Yeah, he's probably getting the hell out the way.
Okay. So
He's back in Magnamar now.
He's hammering on the inside of that door. I wonder how many times they open it to let somebody in and find like a bunch of people broken on the inside from the previous group.
25 to shove.
Let's see. What was I doing there? 5.
Throw him in the cart, wheel him down the hill.
You can shove him 20 feet.
That's pretty good. Probably to the wall, right?
5, 10, 15.
Probably to
Was
the
it
wall
there?
if you push it diagonally. Oh, we're going that way. Yeah.
Is that good?
That's where I was.
Is that out of the aura?
No, he's still babbling.
Yeah. Have to shove him again.
And unfortunately, with them they're covering quite a distance with their combined auras.
Yeah.
So now let's see
This
if-
corridor's perfectly terrible for fighting them, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
This is supposed to be a 15-foot wide corridor.
Oh, jeez.
So this isn't actually the battle map from the game.
Oh no, this is one I whipped up because I thought it was much more appropriate.
Right.
Three of these in a 15-foot wide corridor.
It's still pretty bad in this corridor.
Yeah.
15 feet wide would be fucked.
Thank you for being so nice, Lockhart.
What's their movement?
30 feet.
So you can't even really outrun them. They just keep you in their aura until you go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so he fails, and they're going to have him attack nearest person. He has
the choices.
Four
four
targets.
options, I guess.
Who we
So
going with?
Sugathi is 1,
Uh-huh.
Brunsk is 2, Niramor's 3, Gary is 4.
Come on, one.
Hey!
Yes!
Hey! He's got some sense. Does he get his bonus to attacking evil, hideous things?
He does, he does.
Woo! Hey, Gary, you're in combat with something. How does that feel?
Ah,
It was a risk. They thought it was in their favor. Ouch.
we like when he brings the ouch.
8. Ooh. Now he rolls well. He's going to end up killing this one with its own confusion effect.
Good. We need to do more of that. That'll teach them.
So
Very
3
briefly.
hits.
I'm gonna go and hunt a drink. Being that there's pretty much nothing in the house for me to drink right now.
Oh, Boo, I'm sorry. We'll go shopping tomorrow. I'll go shopping tomorrow.
Go shopping.
I don't mind going shopping. I generally do it.
So from his long sword, he'll do 25 points of damage.
That's good.
And he got 1 hit off with his short sword.
Oh, little dude.
Gotta be
close.
Ranger.
Got to be close to dead.
Depending on how much healing it's done.
I don't know what its regen is, to be honest. You what,
Too
Will?
much.
Right. Brunsk will also do a full power attack against it, I think.
Because why not?
Oh, wow.
That's nice. 23. Go, Bruins. Was that critical?
So
What was that
crit threat, and the axe will go. So the crit threat needs confirming.
I
Probably
think we need a
won't
good
confirm,
critical. Good critical. Let's do this thing.
because it's a +3 bonus.
Ooh.
No. So shield damage once for 13 points. And second power attack damage, which is axe, for another 13 points. And it is fallen and bleeding.
Thank you, Bear. No, it's in the kitchen. Is his shield spiked?
It is.
That's good.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I need to get some spiked knuckles.
Spike
Nearmore.
nipples.
Is it
But then you
down?
won't get the bonus of your amulet.
Yeah. I guess I 5 foot this way and take on this one. I attempt to exploit it for 21.
You do indeed.
I will power attack him and I will attempt to stun him. 22, and it's a fort save, not a will save.
He saves.
17 is a miss.
Yes.
20.
Hits.
20 again, so 3 hits. So 12, 16, 7 for a total of 19, 29, 35.
Actually, I suppose if you actually you bypass DR with that, don't you?
Yes, if
You
I exploit him, I
exploit.
do. Yeah.
So how much was that?
Oh, total now it's going to be 22,
67.
48, 67. 67?
Ooh.
How much? Is that right?
Sorry. 65.
65.
Okay. It is hurt but still up.
You okay? How's your back?
Gary the elf.
I'm going to protection from evil Abra.
Because we're tired of him attacking himself.
The Sugathi heals slightly.
No, no, it does not.
Both of them do.
No. Oh, Masaki has an option to flank here, so that should finish off this one. If she can take the attack of opportunity off of it. No, now it's moving.
Back.
So much for the flanking.
And
I just have to go and rescue the dog from outside because she's barking.
would it be mean to pull out Phantasmal Killer against Nearmore?
Do it. Come on.
Do it.
Do
It would
it.
be mean, but yes.
Do it. It's
All
fair.
right. Phantasmal Killer against Nearmore. Do you recall you are getting a +2 from protection of evil against the will saves, I believe?
Jesus.
Oh, sorry. Phantasmal Killer, let's see here. Starts with the will save, right?
I believe it does. Phantasmal Killer.
+2 resistance bonus on saves.
Yes, it's the will to disbelieve and then the thought to protect myself from the death. So it's will first, right?
Yes.
29.
There you go. You
Ah,
disbelieve.
there's a scary thing.
What?
Punch it to death.
I imagine at this point probably the worst fear is a whole bunch of them suddenly appearing around you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my god, there's more.
I'm pretty sure that's a good phantasmal killer effect at this point.
I made my pizza too hot.
Oh.
You can't pick it up, it's gone soggy now.
Oh. Stupid pizza.
It's Masaki's turn.
Kill it. Kill it with death.
Either kill it or mercy kill the merchant.
Mercy kill the merchant. This one at the top right is pretty wounded right now. It could do
I'm
with.
down here pushing that guy,
Oh yeah, I guess you are.
so it's very pointless me changing from doing that.
Fair.
17.
All right, you are able to push him another 10 feet out,
He's back in
like
back
there or so.
We're not in mag.
He is still battling.
Oh Jesus! These
He's
are
become a
auras.
cultist.
Auras are big.
That or he's permanently insane.
Yeah, I was gonna
Misaki
say-
doesn't feel the effect on herself anymore.
no, I think he's gone.
Oh, he's actually crazy. That's great.
It's my fault. I murdered his son in front of him.
No, it's because of the brain slugs.
Yeah, you never know. It might be because of murder.
Don't do
Oh.
that.
Abra has to make a save, which he does make.
But he
Yeah, I
protects
think
from
I'll
evil,
just coup de
too.
grace this one.
Yeah, finish it. Finish him.
I will destroy you.
Brunsk.
He's looking a little sorry.
5, 10, 15. Bruce is probably going to stay there for now.
The hell away from everything for a while.
Miramar.
All right. 5 foot step in. Attempt to exploit. 14 isn't going to do it.
No.
Power attack. Attempt to stun. 32.
You might as well roll your damage because I'm pretty sure you're just going to outright kill it.
21. 11. 29 to hit. 11 damage. 25 to hit. 18 damage. 13 to hit.
It's dead. It was sitting on 7 hit points, so.
Well, at least I don't have to drop a flaming sphere on it.
But yeah, well, basically, I had to give you guys a lot of leeway because there is no way that would not have been a TPK if I had played them any reasonable.
Who
Yeah.
thought that fight was fair for a level 8 party?
James L. Sutter.
He's wrong. Flat out wrong.
We should have
He's,
taken the long way.
If you play those smart, you've probably got 0% chance of getting through that, unless you're all like paladins with ridiculous saves.
So
Paladins
gather up
would
the
do
swords
well.
and wands and then heal the party.
So technically, should protection from evil have let us bypass their mind affecting?
The reading I did of it, no.
No, I didn't think so.
The aura
Is
just
it?
says you get hit with the status of confusion.
I'm going to say because auras
It's-
are pretty hard, aren't they? It's not a
It's-
spell or yeah.
It's a supernatural ability. It doesn't say it's a spell or a mind-affecting effect.
Yeah. They just have crazy aura. Wow.
Thanks for being kind, Lockhart.
I mean, they're ridiculous. So one comes in and mind fogs, then 2 of them phantasmal killer. That's 2 of the party dead.
It's good. I mean, again, honestly though,
Mm-hmm.
without having guys protection from evil,
We'd have been dead.
Yeah, the auras are just going to make you kill yourself. I mean,
Yeah, especially, I guess that's true. All they've got to do is stay out of the reach of the party, so they're not the targets when we attack someone else.
well, I mean that's a general idea. Is really they get two people confused side by side and have one attack the other, and they just
And then they
attack
just
back and
continue attacking each other because that's what the rules say. Wow.
And then they stand back and magic missile you to death if they choose.
Yep.
So do we have 3 magic missile wands and some swords now?
You do indeed.
Should I add those to the thing?
So Abra is kind of checking to see how everyone is all right. The merchant seems to be outright crazy, and the boy is just kind of going, Father, please say something that makes sense, Father.
Jeez.
I better drop a Cure Serious or something on Brunsk, too.
Yeah, I think so.
Abra kind of pats Gary on the back and says, one of those wouldn't go amiss on myself either.
Coming up.
Sorry, Brunsk.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
We,
put it in a
what
corner.
the-
we need to have drink to make this matter right later.
I will buy you drinks, Brunsk. I'm terribly sorry.
We're just going to go for the big guns because I'm guessing we're going to rest when we get to town.
Yeah, we've got 15 more encounters before we get to town.
Are you sure that's a wise guess?
Yeah,
no.
don't blow your whole load, Gary, just in case.
No, I'm just going to bring out the big healing spells because I don't have...
Yes, Sugathi are definitely on my list of creatures that are way under CR.
I would put them about an 8 or a 10, to be honest.
Yeah, I would put them around a CR 8.
Yeah, I think 8 is fair.
Because, 8 is at the point where reasonably you probably can kill them fast enough.
And you've
Before
got
you
to
get too much
save.
trouble.
To be honest, I have good save for will. I have a 12, but that still only means I'm saving on an 8 or more. It's not even that reliable. I mean, Gary has, what, a 10?
Yeah.
So he has a 50% chance of saving.
Yeah.
Well, and running against one of them, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if there's like 6 or more of them?
3 of them is ridiculous. 1 of them would have been a fair fight. 2 of them would have been a hard fight.
The problem is, 1 is if you guys win initiative, chances
Yeah.
are you might just bomb rush and damage in one turn.
Right. I mean, that's true for any single creature. That's true. But I mean, they were bursting out of a side corridor from hiding. That's hardly fair either.
I didn't give them a surprise round.
That was nice of you.
So 32 points to Brunsk.
Al,
Yes.
you know that quitting while you're ahead thing?
No, it was nice of him. It's genuine.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
And
that's the
35 for Abra.
The surprise round could have killed half the party.
Thank you kindly, cleric.
Yeah. High praise indeed, Gary.
All right, so
Gary, can you do anything for this crazy man?
are you able to do something for my father? He's not even staring at me. He seems to be looking at the walls. He's just kind of looking wildly about, babbling various things. Drool's coming down the side of his face.
Guessing remove disease isn't going to do anything, so probably not.
I don't know how you cure insanity.
I think a heal spell might do it.
Yeah.
That's slightly beyond my means at the moment.
Possibly a proper restoration, but I would have to check on that.
Is it as the insanity spell?
Yes.
So then remove curse does not remove it. Greater restoration, heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish will remove it.
There you go.
And that's a level 7 spell effect. Just to put that in context, that's a level 7 spell effect that those things were doing.
Well, 5
With-
consecutive saves.
Yeah.
True, but I mean, it's still a level 7 effect. I mean,
So-
what level's Phantasmal Killer? 4?
Level 4?
Yeah.
So you just need a big pit with a few of these down in cages and just drop people into the pit for 10 minutes. And
No, what you do is you build a big stone wall with a couple of gaps in it and a tiny narrow corridor, and just have 2 portcullises fall and have one either side of the corridor just sitting there.
Anyway, you're able to find that each of them do have 3 large masterwork short swords.
I'm on it, hold on. 3 large masterwork short swords.
Not magic.
3 times
No.
large masterwork short swords. Yes.
How bizarre.
What?
I
What?
just rolled 3 11s in a row.
I think this dice roll.
wands.
I think the dice roll is a little squirrely. I wonder whether it does like iterations against like it runs like a number thing in the background, and if you hit it fast enough, it's the same number every time.
Yeah, it's probably a seed issue with their random generator.
Yeah, or it's cycling. It picks one number every time. What else we got?
So 3 wands with 11 charges each.
What are the ones?
You haven't identified them yet.
Oh.
You do have
they
3
might-
wands, though.
They might not all be magic missile.
Spellcraft on wand 1. 22.
It is a wand of magic missile, caster level 5 with 39 charges.
Ooh, 39.
Got it. What's the next one?
18.
Is it? It is 10 plus caster level, isn't it? I think that leaves DC's low. Anyway, it's a wand of magic missile, caster level 5, 39 charges.
Times 2.
And 19.
It is a wand of magic missile, caster level 5, 41 charges.
41.
Ah. Wand of magic missile. Caster level 5.
I think
41.
Masaki's gonna like those.
Yeah. Misaki,
Yeah.
would you like a crap load of magic missile ones? No? Be like one in each hand and one in your teeth. Ah.
Not cold and bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Treacle.
No, I'm bad.
Well, hey, but Masaki might like one. One can be sent in a letter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we could mail her one.
Yeah, I'm sure the past.
Wait. I thought you were Misaki.
Sometimes I am. Even I don't know when I'm Misaki. I have to pay penance now, though. I'm not allowed anything from.
Well,
I
guess-
think she's been substituted by the Aspis Consortium.
So, as you guys collect those, Abra goes over to the boy who's kind
Oh.
of weeping by his father and says, there, lad. We'll get him to a temple and see if one of them can't have the charity to help him out. If anything, perhaps they can make him more comfortable. You have to be a man now. This is
Yeah.
your business. He says
Nearmore.
as he takes the boy
Yes.
over to the cart.
I'm not sure if this is written down wrong on my sheet, but I do have a scroll of heal listed here.
It's entirely possible you found one in the secret shrine, and
Which I think, was out of Shattered Star. Or not Shattered Star, out of the Lady's Light, yeah.
Yes, I think there might have
Hold on.
been a scroll of heal there. Yes,
Is it on your caster list?
it certainly is.
It is, yeah.
So. We'll use it. I had to say.
Yeah, well, I guess we will try to heal this poor fellow's mind.
You're going to do that in the midst of the tunnels here?
Well, otherwise he's going to be a gibbering wreck, and we're either going to have to knock him unconscious and chuck him in the cart or tie him to it.
All right, fair enough. You cast a spell, and the fog lifts from his eyes, and he stops his drooling and babbling. He embraces his son in a tender moment, even as Abra's kind of trying to shush them and keep them quiet.
Scratch that off the
It
inventory.
still isn't safe to be too loud,
High five,
especially in light
Gary.
of that encounter.
That totally makes up for burning that orphanage.
Right? Don't worry, that would have healed 10 hit points per character level, plus absolutely anything we'd have ever got hit with.
Abra will also walk over to Misaki and kind of quietly take her aside and pat her on the shoulder. It wasn't your fault. You could have helped yourself. Accidents like that happen, and you can't blame yourself. It was the monsters.
Gary? Don't we have Riz Dead scrolls?
Well, we have the kit.
Just saying. Well, while we're
You-
fixing
you,
things.
you realize negative levels would just kill him again, right?
I don't know. I don't know what he was.
Commoner.
Was he common, or was he like a level 1 fighter or something?
He would have to be level 3 to be raised dead.
Oh, yeah, he's 2 negative levels.
2 permanent negative levels. With it.
He's screwed then.
Yep.
It's bad when you're too low level to be resurrected.
I suppose there might be a loophole where he like takes 2 con damage permanently for each negative level he can't handle, but
So basically we're going to bring him back. Options, leave him dead or bring him back as a cripple.
in general, I think that's an old 3.5 rule. Not applicable.
I think it's mean you can't resurrect commoners.
How would they afford it?
Well, I guess that's true. I guess it's all about the economy, right?
Kind of.
But the merchant and his son load the remains up into the cart. Aber kind of asked. By the time you kind of finished, 3 other desk wardens have arrived. Aber instructs them that the wall needs to be rebuilt, and they start getting about it, taking together some a mixture for the mortar and beginning to break it back up again almost immediately.
Yeah. Get Brunch to harvest a couple Sugasi steaks for us.
Don't eat that.
And then Abra will continue to guide you up into the city.
Now, Lockhart, you're right. If the subject is first level, it takes 2 points of con drain instead.
Okay.
So instead of 2 negative levels, he would take 2 points of con drain.
And I think that's probably a good point to leave it there for tonight.
Are we up into the city?
Right before you enter into the city.
Thing?
All right.
Thing?
Yes?
Should we raise this dude?
Ugh. After what he's been through, he'd probably be messed up anyways.
No, he wouldn't, because he'd be fine.
Well, don't we kind of need a full body for raised dead?
No. Dead creature touched.
No, you do need the body, but there is a body there.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
We restore life to a deceased creature. He can't be dead longer than 1 day per caster level. I have to say, I would I think it was the right thing to do. Masaki, Treacle, what do you think? Should we raise the guy you killed?
I don't know, maybe we should ask the guy that you almost killed what he would do.
I apologise.
What he would like done if you've done that for him. Or maybe we should ask his family what he would like to do.
I'm asking you as you were the...
Not my decision.
Well, it's a conversation. We're having opinions. There's 3 of us here.
Nothing to do with if you can do it. You should ask his family.
Okay. Mr. Merchant, sir.
Yes.
We have the capability to raise your dead son. Would you like us to do it for you?
A kind of ghastly look goes over his eyes, and Abra goes over and goes, "Shh.
What?
You're not supposed to be talking in the tunnels."
Oh, I thought we were in the city.
Not quite yet.
Sorry. Okay.
If you want to wait into the conversation while in their city,
Well, wait till we just get to the
exit.
We'll get to the entrance door and we'll have the conversation.
A look kind of goes over his face, and he's like, "No, I think this is fine to have a rest like this. I'd rather not deal with such magics like that."
So we can bring your son back. He might be a little bit sicker than he was, but otherwise he would be absolutely the same son you had before. Or you can have a dead son who's probably quieter than the last one.
We're no possession of otherworldly demons or pacts with devils required.
Yeah, this is a free act.
He goes even paler at this mention.
Gary, hush now.
We thank you for your protection, but this is the natural order. It is a tragedy, but people die.
If you wish.
And quite simply, I'd rather have you, Kaer Magians, leave your ideas of death to yourselves.
I don't live in Kaer Maga. I come from TN.
Well, clearly you're traveling to the right place for your ideas, then.
Ideas of righting the wrong.
Oh, that's right. Don't they have like undead escorts and stuff in
Oh, we're not going to make him as...
He kind of turns his shoulder to you and continues to push his cart towards the city.
It's not
Okay.
getting back from the dead, huh?
I think he thinks we were going to make a zombie out of him.
Yes, and we could quite easily have done so.
Well, actually, I don't think Thing has the spells yet, but he's thinking about it.
Yeah, they don't have onyx gems.
There's no
Because we never find them in treasure.
immediately want somebody brought back if they weren't assured of what it would be like for them.
I don't know. I mean, this is a fantasy world. They know that raising the dead is actually a possibility.
I do actually have a scroll of animate dead, so.
No,
Thing switches the scrolls at the last minute.
at the same time, they don't necessarily want it.
Yes. But yes, Grum and his son, they don't stay around very long at all, and they are indeed quite angry and terrified. And he basically is trying to take off for the city to run, shouting insults over his shoulder regarding the desk warden's incompetence.
Nice.
Abra kind of goes over to the side after he's informed the other desk wardens on this end, which basically ends at a stone bunker just outside the city walls. Before you go, I'd like to thank you. You're a great help in the fight. You handled yourselves really well.
Kind of.
Once we stopped going insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you especially, sir. Your magics truly saved the day. And, well, I'd like you to have this. It's belonged to a dear friend of mine who didn't fare quite as well beneath. Again, there's a look of sadness on his face.
No.
But I think she'd want someone like you to have it. And he gives you what looks very similar to the Halflight charms, except much more extravagant in design. And he tells you its usage, so you don't even have to identify it.
Ooh.
So,
I'm most honored.
let's see.
Is it a greater Half-Life charm?
It is. Oh, and for some reason I didn't write it up on here.
I've got it.
Fucking
I have it. It's actually very good. Oh, there
Did
it
you
is.
have it on the SRD?
I do.
That's just the picture of the Half-Light
A
charm.
greater Half-Light charm is a dark blue crystal amulet embossed with a golden arch and suspended from a black cord. When worn, it grants the wearer dark vision 60 feet. It also grants a +2 bonus on all initiative checks made while in underground areas. In addition, once per year, the wearer can call on the amulet to summon a specific representative on whom the charm was imprinted at its creation, who is instantly teleported to the adjacent square along with his standard adventuring gear, provided the wearer is on the same plane. The summoned individual is not bound to the caster's will in any way.
interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Slot none. Okay. excellent.
No.
No,
The greater one is slot neck.
It's slot
Oh.
neck. It's slot neck. It's an
Oh,
extra
never.
item.
Which sucks because I can't wear that with because I've got my bonded item as an amulet.
I don't think anybody's got a neck slot free right now. It is
Bruce
expensive.
does.
Brunsk does and could use dark vision.
True.
And
plus
as an
the
extension
initiative.
of me,
And is an extension of me.
Anyway, Aber continues to say that if you are new to town, you'd best be served finding yourself a local guide in the Gap who would be able to help you keep an eye on your purses and steer you to the right places.
And while we're there, we can also buy some khakis.
Yes.
Hal
cockies.
and Thing, the last conversation you two had, whilst you were both talking over each other, it all broke up as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one? The one about the amulet?
Yeah. I think we got the gist, but I was trying to get you to stop talking because it was unintelligible.
Was that the
Are
same
you,
for
are you having
everybody?
static issues too?
Yeah. I think we might want to quit while we're ahead.
I guess the thing is we don't know what the recording's doing because we
Yes.
can't hear it.
Yeah.
I've had some static issues, but
Actually, mine's been pretty good.
well, let's hope it's good for the computer as well there.
Yeah.
So anyway, so last thing he'll say is that if you want to talk, especially if you do plan to head underneath the city at all, he kind of recognized you as the type that comes to the city for goals of treasure hunting and disappear below. That you can either contact him either here or at the Dusk Warden Guild House in the Biz district.
Cool.
With that, he'll kind of give a slap on the back to Gary and wish you well, unless you have anything else to ask of him.
Does he know who this amulet is bound to?
Myself, of course.
Okay, we just wanted to check.
Amulet of summon.
Don't want to be like, let's summon the guy, and like, I don't know, some horrible pointy chaos man appears.
I only hope you can summon me in time, or use it in proper time before any misfortune follows you. The last owner wasn't so lucky.
Well, try not use it frivolously, but thank you most kindly, and
Yes. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
most honored.
Oh, we give back those Halflight amulets.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that, yes.
Yeah.
Test like in. Oh,
Except for the one from the kid that was mincemeat. No, I mean,
Yeah, it's broken. Masaki chopped that in half as well.
All right, so shall we call it there and get experience?
Lens, are you frozen?
no.
Okay, your video just did.
To be honest, she's been a microphone for me for the last little while.
Oh, she's frozen for me now. Oh, she's moving. She stuck her tongue out, I saw her.
yeah, she's been a microphone for me for.
So the quality isn't bad over this Roll20, but it's kind of inconsistent in the levels of video and.
Yeah, I think that's the difference
Icons.
between this and something like Hangouts. Hangouts is designed to do it for a length of time consistently well. Whereas,
Admittedly, all being said, if this is like less
Huh?
intensive,
yeah, it does
and-
seem to be. Although it's popping up on my computer saying I have poor system performance, apparently.
Yeah. I'll tear my computer apart this weekend to get that liquid cooler installed right, and
so
Or fill the inside of your case with blue liquid.
yeah.
so
Not a video. Nobody told me. Does that mean nobody wants to see me anyway?
Well, the recording computer has
Yeah.
been set so that it's not videoing at all anyway.
that was more so because we weren't quite sure how stable it could handle it all,
Yeah, so nobody's been on video on the recording.
which is a bit sad, but well. Desperate times. Desperate
But it
times.
allows
like
for
2
pantless
hours of
Fridays.
technical difficulty.
Right, we did all right getting it going, I think. We might level him,
For,
haven't we?
for defeating 3 Sugathi, that's 2,400 each. And while technically you did not manage to keep Bolgar and his sons alive, you did cure him from insanity and offer to raise the other one. Therefore, I'm giving you the additional 2,400 bonus XP from that.
Thank you, Lockhart. I kind of do.
I
Save
think it's appropriate.
and the dad after killing the other one.
So
It is
9,600
appropriate
times
and
3 divided by
reasonably.
3.
It's a total of 9,600, which gives you 3,200 each.
That's enough, right?
I think that will just be.
75,891.
I believe 75,000 is what you're looking for, is it not?
Yep.
I think we're 75891. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Woo! We're level 9, people. I don't know what I get at level 9. What do I get at level 9?
Nothing, because you already took it. Because you've got your language.
We can do leveling next time because I think we've kind of pushed our luck fairly
Yeah.
far
think-
with the recording and stuff.
My back is
I-
not.
I will finally
I'm-
gain ultimate power.
I'm a
Awesome.
little worried that, like, again, I'm getting staticky slightly again. I'm a bit worried.
Yeah,
that
we'll see. We'll see how this actually turns out on the recording. It should be okay.
hope so.
But the problem is we can't listen to the recorder that's recording.
Yes.
So
Well, I mean, technically, you could. You could have your headphones going through that.
it's true. I could pass it into that one.
But anyway,